could have played longer. You've had a niggle before the tournament. Let's take you off. It's all about managing the squad in a World Cup that's so long.
Yeah. Would you say out of the three, out of Rice, Bellingham and Kane, Rice is third on that list for most important players? I know that sounds wrong because he's so important to England, but...
This might be the most iconic image in English sporting history, the moment Bobby Moore lifted the World Cup. It meant the flag of St George could forever be draped on the Jules Rimet, and Moore would be a hero always, despite the twists and turns of his eventful World Cup career. Bobby Moore went to the World Cup in 1962, but didn't play a single game. A year later, though, he was made England captain, leading the side as they built up to 66. But Moore might never have played in the tournament. He was in a contract dispute with West Ham and was technically a free agent. And an FA rule meant free agents were ineligible to play for England. Sir Alf Ramsey stepped in and forced West Ham and Moore to sign a deal. Phew. Then, when the final came around, Moore might not have played in that either. According to Sir Geoff Hurst's autobiography, he overheard Sir Alf discussing the idea of dropping Moore in favour of Norman Hunter to help deal with the German attack. But he stuck with Moore and didn't live to regret it. 4 years later, Moore was shrouded in controversy. On a pre-tournament team trip to Colombia, he was arrested, accused of stealing a bracelet from a gift shop, and placed under house arrest for 4 days. Perhaps the most famous match of that tournament was England's group game against Brazil, in which he made what's still described as the perfect tackle. It's so beautiful. After the game, another iconic image. The quarter-final defeat to West Germany would be his last World Cup match. England failed to qualify in '74 and Moore stepped away, leaving the most incredible legacy. He was made an inaugural inductee to the English Football Hall of Fame in 2002, and in 2007 this statue was unveiled of Moore outside the new Wembley Stadium. It was described as the finishing touch.
Good morning, everyone. It's 4 minutes past 6. Welcome to the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, alongside me and Arnold Clark by a used car and upgrade event, and get 2 years free servicing plus a chance to win the cost of it back in June. I say June. Morning, everyone. Look out the window. Biblical, the weather. Yeah. If you're just waking up now and you go, what are you talking about, Goldstein? It's going to be a lovely, lovely hot day. It is going to be a lovely hot day. Biblical weather last night. Yeah. I was expecting to see a giant arc outside mine. Like, it was insane, the weather. Did it keep you up?
No, it did not. But
oh, my goodness.
Didn't like it. Look at the game last night, the France game. It's been like that.
2 hours, that was, by the way.
In America, it's been like that so much. So who are we to complain?
I know, but it was a little bit... You know what it is over here? You know, like, if we get, like, leaves on the tracks,
yes.
all the trains have to stop. It's almost like we get good weather, right?
Yeah.
We still bubbling the music away. I like it. We get good weather, and then it's like the weather goes. Oh, we can't be good weather all the time,
no,
so we need it. What it was so nuts last night. Like my dog, Dr. Scooter Frank, bless him. Right, his only little thing comes in the room. His heart's beating. He's shaking. Oh, bless it. Honestly,
Well, all night, was it?
I was up most of the night with him. Yeah. Everyone else was asleep.
Sorry, mate.
He's my little boy, and he's my son.
Yeah, he's like
Come
your
here,
lad. He's
Dr. Scooter Frank.
You never had.
Yeah,
I get it, mate. I get it.
I was worried about you.
What?
This morning you're a little bit late, and I was talking to producer Ollie, and he went, maybe he's gone into labour. And I was like, do you know what? Maybe the test came back negative.
The test didn't work. What the hell? About people that messaging me, mate, about that, saying, is that a true story? I'm like, yeah.
It's true story, yeah.
They don't believe what happened.
In case you don't know what we're talking about, Gab was in hospital. He was fine Friday, and he went for a CAT scan. And they said before the CAT scan, just to make sure, are you pregnant? True story.
Isn't it?
What's nuts about it? He's a nurse, right? He should know factually you can't be. He should know that.
I know.
I don't want to get into the ins and outs of like, you mustn't say that.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
Wait, mate,
Very bizarre.
From a company that like come into hospitals and do CT scans, and the hospital paid these companies, and it was so serious. But his colleague couldn't stop laughing, mate.
That's so mad.
So I'm thinking, like, what's going on here? Is this like a wind up? I mean, you've been framed.
Yeah,
Remember
there's
that
camera. You look for the cameras.
Remember that back in the day?
Where are they?
Ha ha ha. Okay. No, incredible, mate. But that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
We go again.
We've got a busy show. I just want to point out that the wonderful James Corden joins us live in 25 minutes time.
He speaks so well last time, didn't he?
Have you seen the thing with Mbappe?
So well. The celebration.
Yeah.
Mbappe done that celebration.
Because he was alongside James in a car. And James says,
we can ask him about it.
if you score, can you do the old flute? Scored, did the flute. I mean, that must feel amazing.
Then scored another 3 so far in 2 games.
It's going a little bit nuts.
It's becoming, whenever Argentina and Norway and France play, same day.
Yeah.
Everyone's in for a treat.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, Messi start. Yeah, go on.
If you're just waking up this morning, here's what you might have missed. So Messi scored another 2 goals as Argentina swept Austria aside. Messi is now a record holder for most penalties missed at the World Cup, would you believe? After his shocking effort in the first half. 3 out of 7 is missed. So just over half.
Yes.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Listen, he took so many penalties in his career. It does not surprise me. Because sometimes you're going to change your mind. He looked like the keeper was going the right way, so he tried to put a bit more whip on it because the keeper was going the right way. But it was casual. And a lot of people are saying, I don't believe it, he didn't want to break the record with a penalty.
You think so? That's why he did it.
He's that much of the GOAT.
I do find it bizarre. A player that has now scored the most goals in World Cup history can't score from the penalty spot.
I know. But he was very casual, wasn't he, when he walked up? He knew that, like, I'll get more chances during the game. But, like, honestly, Andy, watching him last night, I was sitting there and I'm like, why am I so excited? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do Argentinian fans feel like?
I know, it's fine.
If I'm feeling like this, we've got a clip from Olivia later. I asked her to send me a voice note. She was at the game. And
was it calm and collected?
It was okay. But what we go through, mate, watching Messi, I don't think people feel with Ronaldo. I mean, last night, mate, his first goal, Enzo Fernandez just knows to leave it because that's where Messi has been for the last 20 years.
Yeah, you're right.
He knows, just put you. He didn't even look. He has a slight glance, maybe like 3-4 seconds before, but just leaves it. Messi's there, goal. You know he's going to
pass it.
Yeah, you know he's going to pass it in. Yeah. And then the second one, Andy. People that really know football, the second goal's better. Do you know why?
He never gives up.
No, yeah, that. But he starts it off. The weight of the passing to Alvarez, perfection.
That pass alone was amazing.
Alvarez should do better, a lot better. But then when it comes back to the midfielder, he wraps it in, but the ball deflects off the defender, so he diverts. And then Messi's touch, if you watch it again and slow it down, Messi's touch is incredible. Incredible first touch. Then touch, shot, block, and then tenacity to go and score the winner. But that touch is Messi.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of players won't be able to do that. Incredible, mate.
Well, it seems whatever Messi has done so far in the tournament, Mbappe's not far behind. He scored 2 as France beat Iraq 3-0. And there was a 2-hour delay in that game due to, I think, the end of the first half was, it was 130 minutes. So just over 2 hours.
I know.
What are you doing? That was due to the weather, by the way. What are you doing there? I mean, you're literally starting the game again, aren't you?
Yeah, I think they'll be prepared for it, because they know that it can happen. And the only thing I used to hate when you used to have a little delay, maybe, and I'm talking 5-10 minutes, maybe, is that even during the 15 minutes of half time, I used to, in my last 3 or 4 years, had to stand up and keep moving. Maybe just do a little bike because you stiffen up. Half time.
Cool, without a doubt.
Do you know what I mean, mate? You like you stiffen up. So to wait 2 hours, they must have been in there on the bikes, doing the stretching, coming out. Probably needed 30 minutes of a warm up in the second half. But it definitely would have took the quality out of that second half. 100%. Maybe that's why it only finished 3-0 Was it 5 or 6?
Yeah.
But that's what we're going to have in this World Cup.
Don't forget as well, Haaland, he scored 2 as Norway, beat Senegal 3-2. I mean, he's a monster, that fella. He's a beast.
Do you know what I love about Haaland? And we saw this goal so much in his career, even at Dortmund, the first goal, Andy. The desire to get in
both
behind.
His goals were taken.
Yeah, but the first one, mate, on the halfway line, I don't know if it's Odegaard who was running with it. Odegaard's got no reason to be passing it that side. There's someone in a better position on the right-hand side. But the desire from Haaland, literally galloping to get in behind to score. Haaland, Mbappe, after Messi scored 2 last night, looked like 2 players that were possessed. That like, okay, over to me. Okay, over to me.
Yeah.
And what do you want to see today? Tonight? Over to you, Harry. We said it last time, didn't we? Harry Kane, over to you tonight.
Well, so you got Messi on 5, Haaland on 4, Mbappe on 4. Kane's got 2, but obviously we played tonight against Ghana. Live on talkSPORT.
If we got a brace tonight, though, I would expect Harry Kane to get a brace tonight. I really would.
I mean, we're talking levels now. We've never seen it at a World Cup, right?
But this is what you want to see at World Cups. Look at the World Cups we watched as kids, mate. R9 winning it, the performances, Thierry Henry when France won it. You want to be seeing this, and Messi last night as well. What I loved about him, Andy, is that it wasn't his best performance, but he was chilled, he was making the right touches, his awareness, his way to pass, and the whole Argentinian side looked like they played in second gear.
Yeah.
Now they can rest a lot of players for the next game because they're through. That's what a lot of teams will do. Can we win tonight comfortably so we rest a lot against Panama? It's a long tournament.
You mentioned Olivia Bazaglo. So she was lucky enough to be at the ground last night to see Messi's magic. I've not heard this. Is it nice and calm and collect? It is. She doesn't go mad. Okay. This is Olivia Bazaglo. I'm guessing just after Messi has either scored or the final whistle has been blown. Have a listen.
I have just watched Lionel Messi become the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history. As literally I look right in front of me, there is still such a huge section of Argentina fans, and I can't even explain to you what it's like in a stadium when all of these people are just worshipping Messi. It's literally the closest you will ever get to God, I swear, in football form. I don't know if you can hear the fans. There's a whole stand of them still jumping, still singing, still holding up a banner of Maradona and Messi on one. I cannot even describe to you like the feeling of seeing that happen when you've watched this player all my life. How lucky are we that we've all lived at the same time as Lionel Messi.
That message only goes on for another 9 hours. So you
had to
get her thoughts together. Yeah, that's the longest edit ever of a voice.
You know what, though, mate? She told me she was going to the World Cup and said she's going to watch Argentina. I said to her before she went, Louis, says, one of the best things you do. The energy you feel in that stadium. I went to the Argentina-Mexico game in the Qatar World Cup, mate. I had nosebleed seats, but like Argentinian fans everywhere. And it felt like you're in company of a god.
Yeah, cool.
You felt the fans.
Yeah.
It feels like, mate, you're in a 90-minute concert. A 90-minute Messi concert. And it's one of the best concerts you'll ever go to. If anybody's over in America, Canada, or Mexico, and you get a chance to go and watch Messi for Argentina, it could be his last tournament, last time you'll see him play, go and do it. If I was in America now, mate, with talkSPORT, I'd be paying whatever.
Would you?
I don't know. I'll pay a lot of money to go and watch him again, mate.
How much? You can have my ticket for.
I've got accreditation.
Have you?
So I'll get him free. But mate, honestly, Andy, like people that watch him at Barcelona.
No, you're right. You're seeing the greatest ever.
The fans, mate. The whole game. Watching it yesterday, mate. All I can hear is Messi, Messi, Messi. The whole game. After the game, like Olivia says, it's different, mate.
Yeah.
Do not be surprised. And I've said it the other day. Messi will play another World Cup.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you're right. Right, we've got lots to get through this morning on today's show. We've got James Corden joining us live in 15 minutes' time. We've got plenty of time. I want to get as many England calls in as possible today for obvious reasons. We'll start off with an interesting question. England fans, who do you fear the most? Or who's the greatest? Who would do the best? Messi, Mbappe, Haaland. I'll stick Lamine Yamal in there as well. 03717223344. Who do you fear the most? Messi, Mbappe, Yamal or Haaland? 03717223344. Coming up and turn our attention to the back pages. Thomas Tuchel has called for England to be better defensively. That's where we go next. And a reminder, James Corden joins us live on The Breakfast Show in 15 minutes' time. It is 15 minutes past 6.
You can tell me a little bit more about training, though, because you know we're not privy to that much, open training. We got 15 minutes yesterday at very close quarters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Because there was a moment where Thomas was walking around. He's a meticulous planner. He demands standards, and he said, "Jed, do better."
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, I think it's normal. He's a great manager, and he wants the best from his players. And he demands high standards. And for this tournament, we need to be ready. We need to be on it. So I think every session needs to be of the highest quality, and that's what he demands. And it's good.
But when you hear that,
Yeah.
and obviously you're in front of all of us as well, what does it make you immediately do? Oh God, I didn't think I was on it. What's the feeling?
No feeling really. I wouldn't be the only one he says it to. It's everyone else, So it's no feeling. It's just a part of the game. If he needs me to do whatever, I'll do it. So it's not. It's just part of the game, really.
And what is he like behind the scenes? And what's he like as a manager?
Yeah, I think he's a great manager. He's a great guy. Very, very detailed in what he wants to do, and yeah, I think the boys really love him and have a great respect for him.
And where does that come from? Because we watch him on the training pitch. I get to speak to him regularly, and he loves you all as players. There's something in that, isn't there, of what he gives you and then what you give him back.
Give back. Yeah, I think it's like what he always says. We're building a family here, and we've built a family, and we built a brotherhood within the team, and everyone's all got.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Morning, everyone. It's 19 minutes past 6. You're listening to the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. Funny story to tell you. Go on. Ever so briefly. Gabby doesn't know this. So yesterday, I spoke to Benty in the morning. In fact, I text Benty when I was just about to tee off. The sun was shining. I was down at West Essex. Beautiful club. I was on the first tee. What time was it? About 1 o'clock. And I texted him a picture of where I was. And I went, this is the beauty of finishing at 10 a.m.
Yes.
And he went, oh, mate, I'm devastated. Last week when we finished at 10, it was great. I was back home at midday. I can't believe I'm on the train now going into work. It's so hot. It's horrible. Da, da, da. Anyway, he gets to work yesterday. He gets to work about 2 o'clock. Yeah. Walks in with, he's got his lunch as well. So he's gone down to 14 canteen. He's brought his lunch up. Yeah. He's walked in. Management Max is there and he says, there's no drive today. There's no show.
Oh, it wasn't.
Got live commentary.
There wasn't, was there?
He's like, what? He's like, yeah.
You're joking.
He just turned around and walked straight out.
You're joking.
No, he came all the way from where he lives, miles away. I won't speak miles away, a couple of hours, all the way back.
I would be absolutely fuming, mate.
Gutted.
Because it's a horrendous journey at times on that tube in that weather, and it's no show.
He got the wrong Monday, so next Monday he has a show. He thought he didn't have next.
Oh my God!
Before we go through the back pages, this has just come into us. So Messi, of course, scored 2 last night. He obviously has been playing his football over in America. A lot of people thought he's been over in America a long time. He's acclimatised to their style of play. I'm guessing his accent has changed a little bit because he's been living in Miami for a long time. But we have now got Messi. This is after yesterday where he scored 2 goals. Have a listen to this, talking to talkSPORT.
I said, guys, we didn't come here for no reason. I said, guys, this is ours, man. This is all the adversity we went through. The first few quarters, it was ours to take.
How good was that as Lionel Messi talking to I was going to say Drive, but we got it before Drive. Yeah. I think he's got that twang now, that Miami twang. Can you hear it?
Yeah. He sounds like Brad Guzan.
Right, time for a quick coffee break. Now look at the back pages with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
Yesterday we had Greg Rosetsky in the studio with us. I took a photo of me, you and Greg. And the photo went out on my social media, and a couple of people said, "Oh, how nice to have the Costa cups on you."
Yes.
Where are they this morning?
Yeah.
Great chance for advertising. Where's our free Costas, everyone?
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Why is he 1 a week?
We have the wonderful Laura Cook-Francis with us in the studio.
Morning, Laura.
How are you, Laura Cook-Francis?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank
you would have been on air for the biblical storm, wouldn't you?
Yes. Well, I came in actually as it was chucking it down.
Horrific, wasn't it?
Yeah. The lightning was impressive, I have to say, from the view that we have here at London Bridge. Lovely.
What, out of the window that's covered by a giant telly?
Well, some of us have to work in the office before we come on here.
Yeah,
I know you just swan in straight into the studio.
I do swan in.
Some of us do a bit of prep beforehand.
Oh, a bit of what?
Do a bit of prep.
Prep. What's that? Prep. Let me write it down. I'll Google that.
Top tip. Yeah.
Prep's all prep.
Okay, my prep's all written down up there, as Homer Simpson says. Are you all right? You well?
Good. I'm excited for tonight.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yes. Live on talkSPORT England, of course.
Of course.
What are all the back pages saying? Where are we at?
So we're going to start with lots of coverage of Thomas Tuchel lavishing praise on Jude Bellingham. So Craig Hope in the Daily Mail says Thomas Tuchel believes Jude Bellingham has finally bought into his methods as England bid to put their place in the World Cup knockout stage. So already kind of singing his praises, same sort of messaging in the Mirror as well, that Jude Bellingham has now reached his full potential as he reaches landmark for England. He's coming up on 50 caps. Jude Bellingham will be the youngest to do so. 22. If you just look back at how Tuchel's managed Bellingham, if we go back just a year, he was calling Jude Bellingham's behaviour repulsive after we lost 3-1. Fast forward a couple of months later, he referred to him as being intimidating. And then he was obviously left out of the October squad as he recovered from surgery on his shoulder. And now he is singing his praises. So do you think this is a perfect management, Gabby, of Bellingham from Tuchel?
Yeah, I think as well, we've got to remember, he's not an Englishman. Sometimes the words that he probably used, if he was English, Thomas Tuchel, he wouldn't have used repulsive. I'm sure that's like maybe a word he didn't mean to say. But yes, I think the way he's made sure that Bellingham's understood that, like, you might play for Real Madrid, but I'm the big boss here, and you've got to work, you've got to be in line with what I'm coaching you. And he said that recently, hasn't he, a few days ago, that Bellingham has listened to what we've said in training, the ideas that we've got, and he's on board. And there's no reason why he wouldn't have been. And he's earned the place, hasn't he?
Didn't he say his mum didn't like him as well when he was on talkSPORT?
He said his mum couldn't see the, I think, kind and sort of well-spoken man that Thomas Tuchel said. Again, it could be a mistranslation.
Yeah, maybe.
This is only a year ago. Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people what?
A lot of people's parents don't like them. Happens.
A lot of people's parents don't like them. Yeah. What does that mean?
Don't like their kids.
What, you don't like your kids?
No, I love them.
Oh, right, fine. Okay.
Parents don't.
Quite the confession. No, so this was Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel saying his mum wasn't sure about Jude Bellingham, which makes me think, why are you going to your mum for advice about your players? It could be a way. If it wins us the World Cup, I'm absolutely fine. But as you say, Gabby, I think a brilliant management to get Bellingham to where he is now. Moving on to Messi. Lots of Tina Turner in the pages. Simply the best, Daily Mail.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the race for the Golden Boot has hotted up. How many more do you think Messi's going to score this
10.
tournament?
I think it's
Do you reckon
10.
he's going 10? Yeah?
I do. Well, he's got 5 after 2.
Already.
Five already, yeah.
Another hat-trick coming.
Yeah.
Another hat-trick. So just for reference, 2022, the Golden Boot was won by Kylian Mbappe with 8. So he's well on his way to that.
Yeah, that gets beaten this year.
Do you reckon that gets beaten this year? How many goals do you think you're going to need to
I think three
score?
or 4 players will beat 8.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think in double figures minimum.
Yes.
Is it 13 is the record?
13, 14, I think.
Yeah, I
14.
don't think you'll get that. I think you'll get 10, but don't get it twisted. Mbappe will be up there.
Yeah, and the problem Haaland's got is how far Norway were going to competition.
I think France, and the way Haaland played last night, it was the play obsessed.
Yeah.
He was literally everywhere.
Look, if Kane gets a couple...
I was going to say, does this put some pressure on Kane for tonight that he needs to follow up? Yeah,
because we said this, like, it happened the first load of games. Haaland last night, Messi and Mbappe all scoring 2. Over to you, Harry.
Yeah.
Playing Ghana, we should beat Ghana.
Imagine the corner Cristiano is currently sat in crying.
Would you pay good money for a camera following Cristiano Ronaldo around this World Cup?
I'd pay good money for that conversation between him and Roberto Martinez.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be starting.
I think he starts tonight.
He got to, mate.
I think he scores a couple tonight.
No. When I say he's got to, I wouldn't pick him.
Yeah.
But I just cannot in a million years
I think because you're playing against a team that you should be comfortably winning Portugal, I think he will play him.
Okay.
We were having a discussion earlier about if Ronaldo does score, will he hit a big celebration or will he have the humility to perhaps recognise his contribution? Do you think he'll hit a big sui? I can't believe I'm saying that.
On his own.
Do you reckon?
Even if it's a tap-in.
Yeah.
He runs off on his own, big celebration, probably points to himself, it's me time, 100%.
I reckon there's someone standing by that no one knows about where you can go over and pose for a statue.
Yeah.
They're going to chisel it as he scored the goal.
Yeah, exciting stuff. And then finally, Andy, how excited are you about Man United securing the money and the space for a new stadium? So the Daily Mail reporting today that United are making the Wembley of the North.
Yeah, it's been going on for years now.
Yeah, excited about that. New stadium.
Until it happens.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm a big fan of the current one. And I think it should be...
Even the way it leaks all the time.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows character.
Yeah, okay. I think 2 billion. I've lost the page here, but this is good, isn't it?
Until the money's in the bank, I'd rather the 2 billion was spent on the team and.
You're not prioritising a stadium.
No, I'm not.
I do like the fact of a Wembley in the north. I do like that.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
Be like, everyone's got to come to.
I'd rather get Elliot Anderson.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
£2 billion to replace Old Trafford after acquiring the land. What would you call it, Andy? If you had to give it a name, it can't be Wembley of the North. But if you're going to rename Old Trafford, what's it going to be? New Trafford.
New Trafford's good. That's
actually really good. Really good. Annoyingly good. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
That's really good.
My job.
New Trafford.
I'm going to have to let you go now, but we'll have you back in later on because we can't have James Corden hanging around. That was all thanks to our wonderful friends at Costa Express. Just a reminder, if you're waking up, Mbappe and Haaland both scored 2 in wins for France and Norway. There was a 2-hour delay through the France game. And only moments ago, Algeria left it late to beat Jordan 2-1. Coming up, as I mentioned, we're joined live by the television superstar that is James Corden. Make sure you join me and Gabby after this. It's 6:28.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
Well, we're talking about Arsenal because the press are talking about Arsenal.
Squeezed Arsenal into a World Cup show.
You're about to hear. Are you Arsenal in disguise? In the Daily Mail. Yeah, we're going there. We're going there.
Who's written that? Is that you? Is that by Laura Coke Francis?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's my first line in the Daily
well
Mail.
Done. Congratulations.
The Nation joins Gunners fans in praise of Rice's corners.
Oh, come on. This is... Benty and I were out hobnobbing with the Rich and Famous last night, or maybe Rich and Shameless, and we were talking to Piers Morgan.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he asked the same question about Declan Rice's corners, and I'm like, he's just taking the corner, the fella.
Mate, no.
I love Declan. You know that.
Hey, the
But
delivery
unless you've got Harry Kane running onto it, a corner's only as good as the finish.
No, well, look at Arsenal been doing all season. And people have criticised Arsenal for that.
You just bullied goalkeepers. You smashed goalkeepers out of the way.
That's so right. So the hypocrisy here is loud and clear. In the Daily Mail, which I've just messed up there, they're calling it dark arts in praise of the dark arts that England have employed at corners, which we've been very vocal about.
We're not doing those corners at the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Declan's doing outswingers.
Did you see the amount of... So do Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm saying, but when it's an in-swing, everyone's smashing into keep. These are outswings. Harry Kane's running onto them.
Now, all the blocks, I saw the blocks the other night, England.
Yeah, so just to be clear, corner's good, but corner's not good when Arsenal do it. In-swing are good, outswing are bad.
Unless Harry Kane's on the end of them, yeah.
So, safe to say, according to you, and I think I speak on behalf of Arsenal Nation here, I'm not allowing you to enjoy us having corners, if that's all right. So as far as you're concerned, it was 3-2.
I'll speak on the rest of the nation, right? And I don't like your attitude.
I love it.
Yeah, I the hypocrisy.
No, here's what's going to happen.
Yep.
So you, of course, won't remember, and neither will I, but in 1966, when England won the World Cup, right? Jeff Hurst scored 3 and Martin Peters scored the other one, and Bobby Moore lifted it. And West Ham, for years, were like, West Ham won the World Cup. And this is exactly what you're doing now with Arsenal.
It is exactly what we're doing.
Right.
But
Declan took a corner. Now, I love Declan, so I don't want to say this, but out of everyone that played, who got the lowest marks?
Total football, tiki-taka, the gegenpress, ways of playing the beautiful game that have defined eras. They're all, of course, team styles, but there's one player who invented an individual position which no one else has been able to play since. A man by the name of Franz Beckenbauer. His role became known as libero, which means free in Italian, because there was a similar position well used in Italy in the late 50s and early 60s. But he refined it and made it his own. Now, when I say he was a sweeper, you're picturing him marauding in front of the backline. But Beckenbauer covered the entire pitch. He was like Alan Hansen, Claude Makélélé and Paul Scholes, all in one. Despite his success at club level, though, Beckenbauer was told to play as a more traditional centre-back by the West Germany manager Helmut Schön at the 1966 and 70 World Cups. After years of begging to be set free, Schön relented, and in 1974, Beckenbauer had the tournament of a lifetime. His libero role was put to the test when he came across this lot in the final with their total football. West Germany won, and Beckenbauer had this moment of pure joy. His style hasn't been replicated since. Players have tried, but it's testament to just how good he was that no one's even come close.
Morning, everyone. 6:34. You're waking up to the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark, who are celebrating a massive summer of football by a used car in June, and you'll be entered into their weekly draw to win the cost of it back.
Merci.
Producer Ollie bit into a Kiwi.
Merci.
Right?
He's
skin
weird.
and all. And I went, no one's done that. And you went, yes,
Weird
normal.
guy, mate.
No one in the history of eating kiwis has ever eaten the skin of it. It's just vile.
What do you expect, mate?
I don't know. I bet you eat a whole apple, don't you? Like the core, everything. You weirdo.
You know, he got kicked out of Edinburgh Uni, didn't you?
Did he?
Did you not know that?
No, did what? Or for what?
I can't say.
For that stuff with the biscuit?
I can't say.
Is it really that?
We'll talk about it in the break.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Move on. Right, tonight, England, they're back in action as they take on Ghana in Boston. It's live right here on talkSPORT at 9 o'clock after an action-packed 4-2 victory against Croatia in their opener. England boss Thomas Tuchel told talkSPORT exactly what his players must improve on ahead of tonight's clash.
We worked on a lot of stuff. We tried to work on everything, also the things that make us strong. I think the key element to make better is to protect the ball better after ball wins, because Ghana is very strong if they win the ball back after they lost it. So they love to win these second balls and initiate counterattacks with 4, sometimes 5 players, very physical, very fast players, and on a direct way towards the goal. So we need to be very, very careful after our ball wins to protect the ball and be more careful and have less unforced errors in our match than in the last match.
So on the back of that, England fans, we want to hear from you this morning. What does Thomas Tuchel need to change tonight? Is it time to bring Mark Gurley back into the starting 11? And should double Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka be risked? Although we just heard from Declan Rice, he says absolutely fine. 03717223344. England fans, get dialing. Let's carry on that chat about England. I'm delighted to say, join us live from LA. He's one of England's biggest fans. He's a multiple BAFTA, Emmy and Tony winning actor. And my good mate as well, the wonderful James Corden joins us. James, good morning to you.
Good morning, James.
Well, mate, how are you?
I'm good, very well. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very well. What a lovely way to spend an evening.
Oh, well, yeah. It's a morning for us, but we really appreciate you coming on. Before we talk England, have you ever heard of anyone eating the skin of a kiwi fruit, like biting into it like an apple?
Do you know what I have, actually? Apparently it's phenomenal roughage. So you might be having some issues. That's what I'm thinking.
He's always eating dates and prunes as well.
Well, there you go. By all accounts, there's a phenomenal amount of fibre in the skin of a kiwi. I've never done it myself, but I have heard this.
Not for me.
Yeah, I've never seen it in the flesh.
Yeah, I'm out. It's not for me. It's not for... if you saw him, though, you'd probably understand. Well, he's quite a Neanderthal-looking man, so maybe that's just how he eats all his food. Right, we've got lots to talk to you about. Thanks so much for coming. How are you, by the way? How's your show going? You're out in LA. Everything good in your world?
Oh, it's great. We're having such a great time. We're doing a show live on Fox every night after the World Cup. So, yeah, it's great. I'm absolutely loving it. I mean, what a joy to watch football all day and then talk about it in the evening. We're having a really, really great time. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Have you done a show today then?
No, we didn't have a show today because of the timings of the games. There's some days we're not on because we'd be basically on too late.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we're back on tomorrow. Yeah,
okay.
We'll be back on tomorrow.
Right, let's talk about England. How impressed were you by that performance against Croatia, firstly, James?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I really, really enjoyed all of it, really. I was surprised when we conceded that second goal. It felt sort of slightly reckless, but in terms of the positivity of the performance and the way that the players played, suddenly so many of his decisions on players to take seem to make a lot of sense to me. And I'm very open about saying I don't really know a huge amount about football in terms of I'm not someone that understands the high press or gag press or all of those sorts of things. But when Jed Spence came on, it's not a player I've watched a huge amount. Looked really effective, looked quick, looked fit. I thought it was really, really impressive. It was great. And I think the whole World Cup, I've just loved it so far. I've really, really enjoyed it.
What other players impressed you during that performance? And also there's been talk about maybe Gordon coming out of the team for Rashford and maybe a change in centre-half. Would you make any changes for tonight?
Well, personally, I probably wouldn't make any changes because I think probably there's a deeper thing here, which is we're so used to talking about starting 11s and who starts, right? And in tournament football, really what you should be talking about is who's going to finish those games. I really like how the whole squad now walks out for the national anthem, because I think now more than ever in modern football, it seems to be a squad game. Like if you look at Arsenal's Champions League final, for example, I think 3 of their first 5 penalty takers that they had marked down weren't on the pitch at the end of the game. So really, I don't really think so much about starting 11s anymore. You think about the whole squad and who can make an impact. And I think Rashford just looked great when he came on. Elliot Anderson really impressed me as well, actually. I thought he just looked so composed, so together. Gay was a shock. I'm sure you were surprised by that as well. I just thought he was nailed on to start. I was sort of thinking, who's going to start alongside Gay, really? But I personally wouldn't change anything. And I mean, I don't know, but as an England fan, I just feel it's just such a privilege watching Harry Kane, I think. I just think he's just the most gifted footballer. I think he's just amazing. And watching him now, he's starting to remind me of those kind of later Man United years of Teddy Sheringham. Do you remember when Teddy Sheringham used to drop deep and just start passing balls around, and you're like, the joy of a player who in the earlier days of his career didn't necessarily solely rely on his pace, means that you sort of cultivate, you learn a different game. And I think we as a nation are absolutely reaping the rewards of that now. So personally, Gabby, I wouldn't make any changes because I think the whole squad is the team. I think we have to stop thinking about starting 11s really and start thinking about the entirety of the squad.
James, when you were in the studio a couple of weeks back, you said you'd leave Kane on the bench in the knockouts to save him for pens, which is basically what you're alluding to now. It's more of a squad game. Would you stand by that still?
Well, I don't know, because he was so impressive.
He was.
He was just so good the other night. It was frightening how good he was. Even just some of the, not just the goals, like some of the balls that he was playing out, his vision, his execution of that vision. But I do worry about the heat. I worry, can Harry Kane play 120 minutes, plus penalties? I don't know. I hope so, because if he can, you should start him and play him throughout. I mean, maybe if we win today, then maybe he gets rested against Panama, but then he'll also be thinking, well, I want a shot at that golden boot. Like, he's not going to want to be rested against Panama, because he probably looks at Panama and thinks, I could certainly get 2 goals. I might get a hat-trick today. Yeah. And then I'm really in the race with Messi, Mbappe, Haaland. And I think that's really important to a striker like Harry Kane. So it's a difficult one and something to judge, but that's why it's great that we've just got such an incredible manager. Tactically, motivationally, I just think he's amazing. I've always just been so impressed by him.
James, we're excited, obviously, with England's performance, but what's it like over there with the Americans? Because they've started the tournament on fire, haven't they?
Yeah, it's really starting to gain quite a lot of traction over here. I think them winning the group and, the volume of people, I think I just read something like viewing figures for the America games are up. I think they're up something insane, like 98% on the last World Cup. So there's a real feeling, and really what you really want all 3 nations. You want Canada, Mexico and America to go as far as they can in the tournament, because I think it just makes a huge difference to the stadiums, the atmosphere in the country. But it'll be interesting when it gets into knockout football, because, they've also got a brilliant manager. The other thing they've got is players that are just seemingly flying high with confidence. Balogun and Alex Freeman was on the show last night and just seems full of confidence. And I think they always felt like, if we can get out of the group in second place and maybe make it to the last 16, would have done great. But now that they are going to win the group, it certainly seems that way. I think they're going to think, hang on, would we be able to make the quarterfinals? I mean, so much of it depends on the draw. But when it becomes about knockout football, and it really does feel like the whole country's just starting to wake up and get behind them. Then the basketball helps. Like the Knicks wrapping up the playoffs. you could feel, in a way, America's attention leave the NBA and start to focus on the World Cup a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. Let's talk about Mbappe and his celebration against Iraq. He did the flute. You talked him into that on your after-hours show. It was a great story about, I think he used to play it as a kid, and then you said, if you score, can you do the flute? When he scored, because I've asked a few players that if you score a goal, can you do it? And when they score, you go, please remember, and they've never remembered, right? So when he scored that goal, how were you feeling when all of a sudden he mimicked the flute?
It was nuts, man. It's because I was watching the game with my dad. My mum and dad are out here for the whole time that I'm here. So I've basically regressed and I've moved back in with my parents. So and my mum and dad are like, you know, doing little bits on this. My dad's behind the bar on every show
amazing.
and stuff. And it's really great fun and it's really lovely. But I was in the kitchen and my dad just went, he did the flute! He did the flute! And I ran in. And then my phone just exploded in a way that it hasn't exploded since like the Gavin and Stacey finale, in terms of people getting in touch with me and just people going, I don't know, it was nuts, man. And I can't believe he did it. And then I got sent a video after the game of a mutual friend who just went, and he just leant into the camera and he went, I told you I'd do it. And then walked away. And it was it was nuts that he did that. It was nuts that he remembered, because we shot that I think before I came in to see you last time I was on the show. So that's a while ago. And he says in the video, in the clip, he says, first goal against Senegal, I'll do it. And I just never ever thought that he would. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And what a guy. I mean, amazing. Yeah,
It's just such a magical moment. It really was fantastic to see, and good on him as well for remembering to do it. Have you got any more of those up your sleeve? Because you've had so many big name guests on your show.
Well, we have some really good tape bits coming up. We Virgil van Dijk's on the show tonight, but we didn't really get into celebrations. But that was but he was great, and so we pre-taped that yesterday, an interview with him from the training camp, and then we have some really good tape bits with like Haaland and Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham. And I mean, some really great. It's kind of nuts. Where we're filming is next door to where they're doing all the Fox coverage. So it's like Zlatan and Thierry and Thiago and Chicharito, and it's kind of nuts just passing these people in the corridors and stuff. It's pretty great for a football fan.
James, you worked with some amazing artists and sports people, but do you think Lionel Messi is the greatest entertainer we've ever seen?
It's certainly starting to look that way, isn't it, Gabby? I mean, I'm gobsmacked because it's quite funny. There was a piece I saw in a newspaper that said this was like a couple of days ago, or it was after their first game when he scored the hat trick.
Yeah,
and it said, and this is like a classic piece of American, like, you know, drum beating. It just said, Lionel Messi has never scored a hat trick in a World Cup before. This is what moving to the MLS does for you.
Very nice.
But I mean, I'm just like blown away by, I mean, look, of course, there's nothing you can say about him that hasn't been said, but to be doing it so consistently. I mean, look, he should have had another hat trick today.
Yeah.
Like, so it's nuts what you're watching. Like, I think it's pretty unequivocal now that we really are watching the best player that's ever played the game. I think it's incredible what he's doing at this age. You know, what is he? Is he 38?
38, yeah.
He's 38 years old.
I think he's 39 tomorrow, actually.
39, that's right. So 39 tomorrow, which means he's like a year young or 2 years younger than Rooney. It's like incredible what he's doing. I also think what's really amazing to watch is how much that Argentina team love him.
Oh,
like they're always trying to find him.
They love him. They protect him. And it's a kind of wonderful thing to see a player that means so much to the fans, but also it feels like every person on the pitch is aware that they're doing something they're going to talk about for decades to come. You know, opposition players, his teammates, people, you know, people in the stands saying, I saw him, I played with him, I played against him. Like, it's an extraordinary amount of pressure, and he just seems oblivious to all of it. It's what a gift to be watching these players. And I do also think this is one of the greatest things about this new expanded tournament, which, look, the FIFA, World Cup, all those things that come in for a lot of flack, and a lot of it rightly so. But I do think this extended tournament is making the group stages that bit more exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
Than they've historically been. I also think, and I'd be interested to know what you think about this, Gabby. Like, I don't know if I said this when I was on the show last time, but I've been saying for a while that the Qatar World Cup is probably the best World Cup we'll ever watch, because it was played at Christmas, the players were fully fit, the stadiums were all close to each other, there was no travel, and you were really watching the best players in the world at optimum fitness. But I wonder now, and you tell me, you played professional football. I wonder now if some of these like truly elite players being just that little bit more tired is making the gap between them and the players that aren't at that level a bit more level, because the players that aren't quite as good haven't played as many games and they're a bit fresher. Players that have gone deep in the Champions League are, you know, they're feeling it in their legs more, for sure. They have to be. And I wonder if that's just balanced it out, just fractionally. Do you think?
You can answer.
Can I answer, Andy? Is that okay? Thank you. Yeah. Andy's telling me to break about a million times.
James, we're massively over. Right.
But James,
we don't care, James.
Yeah.
Carry on.
James, I understand exactly what you're saying. You're seeing some of the teams now. You're looking at like teams like Iran, Cape Verde, Curacao, getting points, you know, against like the bigger nations, because, like you says, the superstar players are playing. Look at Declan Rice, 60 games last season. So I think you're spot on, mate.
James, I'm going to have to let you go. I can only apologise. I could chat to you for another couple of hours. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you, mate.
I really appreciate it.
It's an absolute pleasure. Bless you, boys. It's great to see Goldstein on breakfast.
Oh, God bless you.
All right.
See you as well, my friend. See you soon. Thanks, man. There you go. The ledge that is the multiple BAFTA, Emmy, and Tony winning actor, the wonderful James Corden. Big West Ham fan as well. We didn't even talk about that. I'm sure he'd be delighted. Just a reminder, if you're just waking up, Haaland and Mbappe both scored braces for wins for Norway and France. We'll talk about that right after this.
Talking about Jude Bellingham, because of his talent, because of his ability, Kyle, he's often the focus of attention, isn't he? I mean, tell us, I mean, you've been in the same dressing room as him. What's he like as a person?
No, he's good, and I think he carries a lot of weight on his shoulders for such a young boy. I think people probably forget how young he is. Obviously, he's gone on from leaps and bounds from Birmingham City to Dortmund to now playing for, you know, one of, if not the biggest clubs in the world. But I was saying it before, I think Morgan Rogers is a great player. I played with him at City. He's done unbelievable for Villa. But I just think in them moments, Jude Bellingham probably pips him just because of the big game moments, and last night proved that.
Yeah.
How good is he? Because you've been in training with him, you played with him. Because when we watch him, I just see someone who can score left foot, right foot. I see someone who can get box to box, good in the air. That's like the complete player.
Yeah, I think, you know, he's an all-rounder. He can tackle, he can defend, he can attack, he scores goals. As you just said, left, right foot, he's got an engine on him. Is he a silky number 10 that we're probably used to seeing in the Premier League? Probably not. He's more of a powerhouse, but, you know, in these conditions that they're playing the World Cup in like this, it could work to our advantage with having him, Declan, and Anderson, that all have good engines on them and then can get up and down the pitch.
Does it ever get to him, the sort of criticism that he gets, the media attention that he gets?
I think probably it does. I think probably it does some way, but I don't think you can let it get to you. I think when you're a big football...
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Morning, everyone. It's 6:56. Blimey, it's a bit late, Goldstein. Shut your face. It's the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. Some headlines this Tuesday morning. Messi became the all-time record World Cup, scoring it in his 17th and his 18th goals to overtake Miroslav Klose's record in their 2-0 victory against Austria, despite missing the first half pen. We haven't even talked about that. It was a dog with fleas, that pen. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, they both scored braces in wins for France and Norway, but there was a 2-hour delay in the France game from the end of the first. Basically, the half-time lasted 2 hours.
Yes.
And only moments ago, Algeria came back to beat Jordan 2-1. But with Messi on 5 goals and Mbappe and Haaland both on 4, we have been asking the question this morning, England fans, which player do you fear the most? Let's go to Gary's an England fan. Morning, Gaz.
Morning, Gary.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby. Great show as always, guys.
Thanks,
Nice to
very
hear you in the morning, Andy, actually.
Is that okay for you? It's not too early?
No, it's not too early for me. I'm an early riser anyway.
Oh,
but
nice.
we do listen to you in the afternoon as well.
Thanks, man. It's very kind of you. Double bubble.
I will say, like, my son rings into the show quite a lot in the afternoon with you and Benty, Andy, and I must say thank you, because you work well with him. You work well with him. You don't give him a hard time, which is nice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. Oh, do you mean Benty or your son?
No, my son, for
fine.
sure.
Okay,
You give
right.
Benty a hard enough
Yeah,
time.
I was going to say.
But
What do you want to say,
will
my friend Gaz? What do you want to say?
Lionel Messi, by far, he is the player that we would have to fear the most. Like, you can't mark him. He's the way he walks around the pitch, and then he puts that speed in. He picks the ball up. He's nicking the ball off players. That goal yesterday, his second one, the tenacity that he showed out on the wing, played that ball into Alvarez, followed the ball through, and I don't know the player that played it into him, and he followed it through, and then he slammed it between the lad's legs for the second goal. It's unplayable. And don't get me wrong, you mentioned Mbappe, you mentioned Haaland and Jamal from Barca. Great players, don't get me wrong, but Messi is a step above. You not to fear him. And at 39 tomorrow, when does the man stop? He's unbelievable.
Yeah,
He's the best I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think it's the best we've all seen in any life.
Best ever.
He's the best.
No
ever.
questions.
Yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic. Good work. Keep your calls coming, and we'll have loads more calls in the next hour. 03717 223334. Also, still to come on the Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
As you will imagine, we are building up to England's huge, massive game against Ghana tonight. It's live on talkSPORT with legendary Three Lions keeper David Seaman. You love Seaman, didn't you? You're a big fan of his.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. He'll be joining us live on the show, as well as Gabby's best mate, Joel Bayer will be joining us. Apparently he's got an interesting take on who's England's most important player.
Interesting. These two going to be okay today?
I think I'll be fine with him.
Sure, you and him
He was
okay?
proved massively wrong last time.
Oh, was he?
Well, even Rio agreed with me, and Rio's his mate.
Oh.
And that was our breakfast preview with our good friends at Travis Perkins. Just turned 7 o'clock, bang on the money.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
She says, if you pardon the expression, where the dad, of course, is completely useless at the birth of a child. That's her view, not mine. And she goes on to say, you're not going to cut an umbilical cord. You cannot miss a World Cup. Where do you stand on this, Troy?
It's the first time I've heard what the lady said.
She's strong.
She's an idiot, is what she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
I think having a child is obviously the greatest thing that any human can do, in my opinion. And you know, say you're not going to cut the umbilical cord. Well, that's silly because you can do that. But also, who are you to question somebody else's desire to be there with their child and their family? I think this would have been a conversation with Belgium beforehand. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I also think as well, you know, if I want to go be with my family because we're having a baby, who's reporter A to say whatever she wants to say? But also, let's flip that now. And a male had said that.
Oh yes, it would be misogyny to the highest level.
Yeah, I just think sometimes we live in a new world now where everyone wants to have clickbait and everyone wants to have a headline. But I miss the good old days where you could just tell someone, just shut up, because she's talking absolute nonsense. I've been fortunate enough to have 5 kids, and I've not missed the birth of one of them.
You haven't missed the birth of one of them. She is strong, Simon. I'm looking at another quote coming out of L'Equipe. France Piron. She says, you're living out a childhood dream, yet you're going to walk away from it all to attend the birth of your child. A disgusting moment.
Disgusting?
A disgusting moment.
I can't take what this person says particularly seriously.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's a serious set of observations. Because
he's one of, if not the greatest of all time. Diego Maradona led Argentina to glory in 1986, producing some incredible moments on the way. But his World Cup story wasn't all triumph and inspiration. A fresh-faced 21-year-old Maradona arrived at the 1982 World Cup as the next great hope for Argentina. But his tournament debut didn't go to plan. Argentina were knocked out early on, and Maradona was criticised for underperforming. His legend truly begins 4 years later, when, in the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, he created outrage and infamy with one flick of his wrist, the hand of God. He punched it into the net. Peter Shilton called him a cheat. Maradona described the referee Ali bin Nasser, who missed it, as his great eternal friend. Then just 4 minutes later, he picks up the ball in his own half and starts to dance around the England team. He goes past one, then another. Can we have that music off, please? Anyway, the run ends in glory for Maradona, and just days later, he was lifting the World Cup trophy, Argentina's second, and returning home a national hero. Hopes were high for Italia 90 when he'd captained the side again, but it was bizarre. Maradona was playing his club football in Italy at the time, winning titles for Napoli, and the Neapolitans were actually supporting Argentina over their own country when they faced off in the semi-final. Argentina won that game, but lost to West Germany in the final, and Maradona burst into tears. The 1994 World Cup would be his last. I mean, even his fashion had gone downhill. He was sent home after 2 games for failing a doping test due to something he'd ingested from an energy drink. But does a Red Bull make you look like this? Maradona would never pull on the blue and white stripes again. He did come back as manager, but was sacked after they were knocked out in 2010. The goal of the century is a permanent reminder that he may well have been the greatest of them all. Before it, his ascent, and after it, his dramatic descent, only highlights the mountain peak that was Maradona's 86.
Morning, everyone. 6 minutes past 7. You're waking up to the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar alongside me is Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark by a used car upgrade event. Get 2 years free servicing, plus the chance to win the cost of it back this June.
Merci.
Of the people that Costa brought us about Africa, we no black card. Huh?
Costa Carl, where is he?
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Honestly.
You guys sponsored by Costa, and there's not someone.
Costa Carl, you come in. You got. A few
Yeah, but he
things
comes down from like the
signed.
moon.
He's disappeared, didn't he? Costa Carl.
He's quite an important person. He goes from shop to shop, just making sure they're doing their job.
No, what do you say when people see him turn up? They're scared.
Yes, I don't think they are scared of Costa Carl.
I reckon.
No, I don't think they know him, do they?
Yeah, but if he's coming,
can I help you? Yeah, my name's Carl.
If he's coming to review and he's been in before,
yeah,
you see him coming in.
Would you like to own a coffee shop?
Quickly tidying up, aren't you? No, I wouldn't, mate.
Why?
I don't know. Too much competition out there.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the idea of owning a coffee shop.
No, mate. Because
if you had to own a shop, what would you go for?
I don't know, mate. Because you could open a coffee shop and then like the big boys. I can't say some of the names.
Costa,
and
other ones.
Other ones.
Yeah.
Open up right round the corner. You're in trouble, aren't you?
If you had to open a shop, what would it be? What would you sell? Could be anything you want.
Mate, I don't know.
You've got to open a shop.
I don't know. It's a hard business, mate.
It is hard.
I've had friends that open clothes shops.
No, but what I'm saying is money and budget and profit irrelevant.
Okay.
You're going to work in your own shop. What do you want to sell?
Black T-shirts.
Do you know what? There's a shop that only sells white T-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, I think in New York. And their range is like millions of different kinds of T-shirts. Like short arm, long arm, medium arm, tight fit, short fit.
Can you get me some when you go to America?
What size are you? I love the idea.
Medium.
Gabby's black T-shirt. Go in.
You've got my sort of T-shirt on today.
Can't beat a black T-shirt.
Mate,
You've got
safe.
one, I've got one. They just look great, don't
safe,
they?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Have you noticed when you do TV stuff, they go, and no dark colours? Have you noticed that?
Do they?
And everyone wears dark colours. Because
light colours.
it interferes with the background, doesn't it? You're not meant to wear all black or navy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, mate. I'm not experienced like
No,
you in TV.
I've heard that.
You've done it all, haven't you?
I've done it all. Right, reminder of the World Cup results in full from yesterday. Argentina 2, Austria 0.
Well done.
1 day before his 39th birthday, Lionel Messi became the World Cup's all-time record goal scorer as the world champions booked their place in the last 32. If you're Messi's wife,
okay,
what are you buying your husband for his birthday?
Oh.
If anyone's got any ideas of what you buy the man who's got everything, what do you buy him?
Oh, mate, no idea.
It's very difficult to buy for Messi.
You know what, though? People do say that, but sometimes just buy something that you know he'd like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you might have everything.
Black
maybe,
T-shirt.
Yeah, maybe there's a plain black T-shirt he wants.
Yeah.
Or
You're
a
so
plain
right.
black pair of jogging bottoms he wants. Or
a cap.
Surprise him
Golf
with
club.
something.
Yeah.
When you know your partner,
Yeah.
there's always something
Wife.
that you want. Yeah.
My wife.
Wife, sorry.
Partner? Who's his partner nowadays?
Really?
Your Are you married? You're not married?
I'm not married, no.
Is she a girlfriend or your partner?
Oh, good question.
Just say you're introducing me to you. Hello, Gabs. Who's that?
Girlfriend, yeah.
It's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. France beat Iraq 3-0. Kylian Mbappe scored twice to move joint second in the all-time World Cup goal scoring list. Norway beat Senegal 3-2. Haaland netted 2. It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it? Jordan 1, Algeria 2 is the other game. Algeria came from behind to knock Jordan out of the World Cup.
They done well, though, Jordan.
Yeah, done really well. Right, let's turn our attention back to England, who take on Ghana in Boston tonight. It's live on talkSPORT at 9 p.m. A win, of course, will seal qualification to the next round for Thomas Tuchel's side, and everyone wants to see another entertaining performance. But yesterday, the papers were filled with concerns for Declan Rice's fitness. Rice had this to say in his response.
I think it's been blown a bit out of proportion now for the last few days. It's all I've seen. So, yeah, I'm all good. I'm raring to go. I've trained every day since the game. So, yeah, there's no problems.
That's good to hear, right?
I didn't understand it, me. Because
all the madness?
Because when I heard it, it was like, I've been nursing a hamstring injury. That's not an injury that you can nurse. Hamstrings, they either go or they don't.
Tight? Can you have a tight
hamstring? You can have a tight hamstring, but you can't have a tight hamstring for the whole season and manage it. When you're sprinting up and down like Declan Rice is, if you've got a hamstring injury, it's going to go. So that was baffling. Maybe your groin you can, mate, and you're like, okay, nursing a groin, but like calves and hamstrings, like when they're ready to go, they go.
Yeah. Okay, it was good to hear he's fit.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, last week we were lucky enough to speak to Rio Ferdinand, joined us live on the show.
Yes.
This week we can speak to the fella that carries his bags.
Oh!
Let's say good morning to Joel Bayer, joined us. Morning, Joel.
Whoa.
Oh, good morning. You've started with a spicy one. Gabby, I just want to say, mate, mine and your beef is on hold at the moment till the start of the season, but I will be supporting PSG in the Super Cup final. Goldstein, I would say it's nice to see you, mate, but it's not. Let's get to it.
Oh, you broke up there. We didn't hear a word of that, Joel. What'd you say? Oh, don't matter. How are you, Joel? You all right? You well?
Yeah, I'm enjoying carrying Rio's bags here in LA, mate.
That's what he said. I'm just going by what he told us. I said, how's Joel? And he said he can't come to the show at the moment because he's carrying my bags up the stairs. That's what he said.
Listen, we're all waiting for Ali McQuest to come back, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Hey, you know what we are? These early mornings, I can't do them anymore. Right, listen, let's get to England tonight, shall we? Just heard from Declan Rice saying he should be fine. Who would you say is England's most important player? Is that quite an obvious one? Is it definitely Harry Kane?
I don't know why you're asking, because for me, it has to be Declan Rice. It's simple as. We know that Harry Kane is the greatest England goal scorer. We know that, like, no doubt. But if we're talking about who is more valuable to this England team right now, it's Declan Rice. Because goals can come from other players, right? But what Declan Rice gives...
Joel, come on. You're sounding like Piers Morgan now.
What are you talking about?
Joel, stop.
No. I'm being serious. Like, when it comes to when England attack, Declan Rice is involved. When England defend, Declan Rice is involved. During transitions, Declan Rice is involved. Set pieces, Declan Rice is involved. Protecting leads, defending leads, Declan Rice is involved.
So Croatia's first goal, where was Declan Rice when they play on the edge of the box, had a free shot?
What are you talking about? But he assisted in that game, though, did he not?
I'm just saying defensively.
Did he not? Did he or did he not?
What, defensively?
All right. No, but he assisted going forward, though, didn't he?
Joel, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a serious question? Do you know you're the only person on the planet that thinks that Declan Rice is more important than Harry Kane? Genuine question.
I don't care about what anybody else on the planet thinks.
No, but no. I know you don't care, but I'm saying, do you realise? My question is, do you understand that?
I didn't understand.
Okay,
that
now that you do understand that, what do you make of that?
Well, I don't really care, like, if I'm honest with you, because I'm talking facts here. You got to look at the facts. If Harry Kane isn't there to score goals, you've still got Jude Bellingham. You've still got Bukayo Saka.
He's not a 9. He's not a 9.
No, but they can score. But when he won the Champions League with Real Madrid and he was the most important player in that team.
But goals win games, right? Goals win games.
Was he a 9? Was he a 9?
Goals win games. If you take out arguably the greatest number 9 in world football currently, if you take him out of the England team, you will struggle to score goals.
Yeah.
No. Mbappe is French. That's
why I said arguably. That's why I said arguably.
Mbappe, okay, cool. But
Joel, I love
Ollie Watkins.
Yeah. I love Declan Rice, Joel. Don't get you twisted. I love him, and I felt like he should have been definitely player of the season. But I just look at Harry Kane and what he offers, and the goals, and Bellingham, what he can offer. The goals change games. Declan Rice, fantastic player, but not most important, mate.
I think so, because I do hear what you're saying, Gabby, and you have to respect 50-plus goals in a season. You have to.
Yeah.
But when we're talking ball recoveries and you're talking tackles, you're talking interceptions, leadership, physicality. Harry Kane's been playing in the Bundesliga the whole season, man. That's why, you know, sometimes that Farmers League can sway
Where's
your...
where's Messi been playing?
But Messi's the GOAT, so it's different.
Yeah, but he's been playing in the MLS.
Yeah, but he's the greatest of all time. How many Ballon d'Ors has Messi got?
Oh, so sometimes that rule does apply and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, when you're Messi, mate, you know what I mean? Like, it's completely different from you. You can't compare Messi to normal human beings.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying you're giving the reason as to why Harry Kane playing in the Bundesliga doesn't live up to someone playing in the Prem. And I'm just giving you another example of a player not playing in the Prem, playing in a weaker league, that is killing it in Messi.
So you are comparing.
I'm comparing MLS football.
Let's move on because these two will be arguing all
Joe, if I look out my window and see a clear blue sky, will you say it's night time? I'm just curious. Are you Adrian Durham? Take off the hat and the mask. Are you Adrian Durham?
It depends what country you're in, mate. Right there in LA, it's dark. So,
Joel, would you make any changes tonight for the game?
Yeah, Rice up top.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't have John Stones starting on the left-hand side of centre-back. I thought that was a little bit too weird.
Okay.
I think I would have Gay start on the left-hand side of centre-back, and I would probably partner him. I would partner him with John Stones because I absolutely love John Stones. Even though I know he hasn't played a lot, I know that he's got great experience. And also on the left, I would probably start with Rashford. I think the way he finished off that game, you send a bad signal if someone like that doesn't start.
Is it more important a win tonight or performance?
Same thing I said last week, mate, and I was right.
You have to win. You were 100% wrong.
I was right.
I said, what's number one on the list? And you said the performance.
No, I said both. I said goal scoring and the performance.
Yeah, but what's top? What's top?
There is no top.
Oh,
you just have to do what... Guys, come on, man. Like, we've done this before. We're going to do the same dance.
Yeah, do you know what? I so can't waste any more of my life on this. You're 100% right.
Goldstein, last thing, yeah? You asked the people, the listeners of talkSPORT, what do you get Messi if you're Messi's wife, right?
Yes.
For his birthday. My answer is a signed Declan Rice shirt because he scored 2 free kicks in a knockout stage of a Champions League, which Messi has never done.
Joel,
thank you very much.
Joel, Rio wants his bags taken upstairs. Gonna have to let you go. He's just texted me. We'll speak to you later.
Get that an hour ago,
Thanks,
mate.
man.
See ya.
See you
later, mate.
There you go. Joel Bayer there.
This is the problem, though, that people have Arsenal fans. This is why they complain about me and Cundy wearing PSG tops. Because
You're
of people
100%
like
right.
him.
You're 100%
Piers
right.
Morgan.
Listen.
Like Declan Rice, the most important player. He's a fantastic player, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I agree with you. He's just gone off now to rewatch it and see how many clicks he's got.
And apparently Rio wants some cookies and some...
he needs a milkshake. Coming up, we are not forgetting Scotland, of course. They have one of the biggest games in their history tomorrow night. It's against Brazil and it's live on talkSPORT. We cross to Miami right after this. It's 17 minutes past 7.
Now, earlier in the show, we asked the all-important question. Who was faster in their pomp? Kyle Walker or Gabby Agbonlahor? Well, talkSPORT's Anil Kandala was at the talkSPORT fan zone at Villa Park last night for England against Croatia, and he put that question to some of the fans in attendance.
It's a tough call, but I'd go for Gabby. He was awesome, and no defender wants anybody with that pace running at them. So I'd go for Gabby. I would.
Quicker than Kyle Walker?
I think so. Yeah, I do. And I'm sure Gabby would agree with me.
Gabby. Well, he used to dart across the field, didn't he? I think he's better than Kyle, to be honest.
Well, we had Kyle on loan for us for many years ago, and he was quick, but Gabby was quicker.
And there you go. It might be a little bit unfair because Gabby Agbonlahor is in that building behind me, but it seems that Gabby's got the vote.
Mate, the rest of the world.
He actually spoke to about 100 people who were there, but we only decided to show 3, okay?
I clipped that up for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? When I think about Kyle, when I go back to that game, Kyle, of like, I think it might have been Germany at Wembley, and you was right side of the free, but like you was all the way in the right back position, and I was at the game, mate, and you come sprinting across, mate. Someone was through on goal. I can't remember who it was.
Muller.
It was Muller, yeah. I'm like, where has this guy come from? And you've done that for the last 15, 16 years, mate. Your centre-half pairings with England and Manchester City must have been looking at you thinking like, okay, maybe I can leave a bit of space in behind, because you would always just come out of nowhere and cover.
Yeah, I think that was what my game was based on. You know, I probably didn't create that much going forward with assists and stuff. I chipped in with a few, but not as much as probably what I should have done. So my main game when I got a little bit older was to make sure I can cover the back.
Incredible.
Here's a great suggestion. Jill's a regular contributor. She says, why not get both of them in the car park? Said, my money's on Kyle.
Just about, yeah.
You know football.
I'll have to kick him first.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Good morning, everyone. It's 22 minutes past 7. I'm Andy Goldstein, the fella alongside me, sorting out his Costa.
Love Costa.
He goes by the name of Gabby Agbonlahor.
Lovely, mate. Petrol station.
I like the fact you've got shorts on today. I bought a raincoat. What?
It's sunny outside,
I bought a raincoat. Look at that.
Yeah, but it's sunny.
Got drenched this morning.
Sunny.
I know, sunny.
No red warning, is there?
Red warning. You know, how about this? Some schools, not my daughter's, she's devastated
Wear
about
PE kit.
No, go home at lunchtime.
Pardon?
Go home at lunchtime, some schools. It's going to be too hot.
So what's it going to be at home? Like freezing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
that's a very good point. What difference does it make?
Coming home and just as hot.
Just to sit there?
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Incredible, isn't it, mate? Didn't happen to us back in the day, mate.
No, mate.
Suffer?
Yeah, suffer.
Dripping.
Get through it. Sit there in geography going, I don't care. I'm not going to do
My
it.
daughter's secondary school got an email a couple of days ago. They can wear, for the whole week, they can wear PE kit.
But I think that's good.
I like that.
I like that.
But that wouldn't happen to us back in the day, mate. Blazer on.
You're right.
Detention,
Jumper.
blazer. Put your blazer on, Gabby. Put your
gloves, scarf.
35 degrees, blazer on. Do you know what I mean?
Put your hat on.
My blazer was on the floor to make a goal in the playground.
How much is a blazer nowadays?
I don't want to know.
£100?
I don't want to know.
They wear it for one term.
I used to go Clive Marks.
What?
Have you got a Clive Marks around here?
No, I don't know what that is.
That's where I used to get our uniforms from.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, it's a
but we've got one of a Clive Marks near us, but not Clive Marks.
Yeah. What do you mean?
The equivalent of.
Okay, where you get all the uniforms.
It's only one shop, right?
Yeah.
So they've got the monopoly. So if I go, how much is that blazer? And they go, 140 quid. I can't go, I'll go around the corner.
No.
That's not right.
Did you have a new uniform every year? I didn't.
No.
My blazer lasted 6 years, mate.
Yeah.
Shoes are all like...
Yeah, manky.
I had
hush puppies.
The heel was like slanted a lot.
Hush puppy shoes, I had.
These kids, mate, now...
Don't know they're born.
Oh.
Don't know they're born.
Ooh.
Right, time to round up all the latest tournament action with the wonderful people at Burger King.
The Breakfast Briefing on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Right, if you're just waking up, Algeria beat Jordan 2-1. Haaland scored 2 for Norway in a 3-2 win against Senegal. But Kylian Mbappe stole the show for France yet again, hitting a brace on his 100th cap to take his World Cup tally to 16 goals. Les Bleus crushed to a 3-0 win over Iraq despite a 2-hour thunderstorm delay in Philadelphia. I saw that. I thought that was a bit cheesy. For more on this, I'm delighted to say we're joined now by our French football expert as we say hello and good morning to Eric Bilderman. Eric, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Bonjour. Bonjour. How are you?
Yeah, perfect. Very short night with the 2 hours and 10 minutes delay due to the rains, the storm, and the American way of dealing with the thunderstorm. But happy to be with you.
We're happy to have you. Thank you so much. We're so excited for so many reasons regarding this year's World Cup. So many great players on show. And one of the stars of the tournament, of course, is your Kylian Mbappe. Are you even surprised just how good he looks at this year's World Cup?
I would say yes. Why so? Because the atmosphere around Kylian Mbappe before the tournament was quite negative. Negative from the French point of view, from the fans' point of view, from the media point of view.
Why?
Not because about his skill, not about his will to play for France brilliantly, but because we hardly do believe that 4 offensive players can work. And if there was a poll made through the fans due to the, I would say, the psychological portrait of Mbappe, the fans were saying the one who has to be dropped is Mbappe.
Wow.
And that was before the tournament. And no, now we can't say this anymore. We can't vote that anymore. We can't pretend anything about it. But it's a major swap of thinking through the fans, because the fans, they don't like Mbappe about the way he has left Paris Saint-Germain, the way he's said to be a very selfish, single-minded person. But we have to say we have the most gifted player with Messi on the planet at the moment.
But Eric, you say the way he left Paris Saint-Germain, I get it, but this is a player that's won the World Cup for France. This is a player that scored numerous goals for France. He's the record holder. Now beat Giroud's record. Surely he deserves a bit more respect.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. But we live on, I would say, daily basis with Kylian Mbappe. And on the daily basis, he is a very, very clever, but also a very versatile personality. And we have the feeling when he was at Paris Saint-Germain that sometimes on the field, he was not working like he should be.
Okay.
He went at war with. So the situation is there is 2 Mbappe. There is the Mbappe for France, and this guy is working, is playing, is dealing perfectly well. And the one from the club and Paris Saint-Germain is everything in the French football. We have won only 2 European Cup with Paris Saint-Germain, 1 with Marseille. Paris Saint-Germain at the moment is 90% of the media and fans' attraction on football in France. So that's why the mess with Kylian was there. But when we talk about France, thanks God for Kylian.
Eric, let me ask you, before the tournament started, everyone was saying over here that we thought France were the team to beat, tournament favourites. You look fantastic now. Is that how the French see it, that you're there to be beaten?
No, I think we all agree with Didier Deschamps when he says Spain is maybe the more balanced team and the favorite of the tournament. We do feel that we are a second favorite. This is what we do believe. Why so? I do think that we have a couple of weaknesses. The first weakness is the 2 left and right back. We are trying to find the proper one. We do have a very strong central defense, but on the wing, I do believe we might be in trouble at some games. Then, so far, before the tournament and during the tournament, we are a bit doubtful about Maignan, the goalkeeper.
Okay.
He has not achieved this season with his club and with France the way he had achieved a couple of years ago. We feel that we don't have at the moment a world-class goalkeeper which can win a game by himself.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I still personally think you're the team to beat, but we will wait and see. Trebian, Eric, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much, Eric.
My pleasure.
Au revoir. There you go, our French football expert, Eric Bilderman. That was a roundup of all the latest action thanks to the wonderful people at Burger King. Coming up, we'll turn our attention to England's opponents, Ghana, and ask the question, could Semenyo cause us serious problems? That's coming up after this. It's 7:30.
The Breakfast Briefing on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Saka's England teammate Ollie Watkins, he spoke to the media over the weekend and says managing the Arsenal winger's injury is crucial to the team progressing.
Not in the physio department, but look, he hasn't missed a day of training, so I think that's a good thing. I think he's played so many games throughout these last few years. You can see because he's a crucial player for Arsenal and very important because you know he's a top quality player and he brings quality to the pitch for Arsenal and England. I think he's very important, as everyone can see. So I think, managing, niggles going into a competition is very important. You know, for the later stages, you need important players like him to be ready to play and step up when called upon. So, to play with him, I've only played with him a handful of times, but he's very unselfish and, that's perfect as a striker, someone who's always looking for you. And I feel like he makes always the right decision as a footballer. Whenever he receives the ball, he's going to always make the right decision, and I think that's the hardest thing to do in football.
How important is Saka? Do you want him to start tomorrow night? Because I thought the difference between him and Noni Madueke was big, understandably.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because he has come out and said that he's fine to start, but it's about the injury. An Achilles injury you have to be careful with. I would start him tomorrow, and then why can't you bring him off at half-time like Spain did with Lamine Yamal?
Yeah.
I think when he come on, he showed. Madueke, listen, a very good player. When he gets into certain positions, it's the wrong pass.
The photo of the World Cup winning captain hoisting the trophy into the air is one of the most iconic images in sport. Maradona, Bobby Moore, Cafu, these pictures, mwah. Was Lionel Messi's tainted though? In Qatar in 2022, Messi finally got his hands on the World Cup. But as he prepared to lift the trophy in those famous blue and white stripes, the Emir of Qatar approached, flanked by Gianni Infantino, with a bisht in hand. Now, a bisht is a traditional Arabic robe worn by royalty, and in it, Messi raised Argentina's golden prize into the night sky. Cynics said Qatar had paid for this exact photograph, knowing it would go down in history. But look, the badge of his country isn't even visible on Messi's chest. Pablo Zabaleta said on TV that there was no reason to do this. In fact, let's just bring this picture back. I mean, just imagine if the three lions were obscured on it. Some suggest what happened in Doha was the icing on the sports washing cake. But it was a massive moment of cultural significance for the Arabic world. So much so that a member of Oman's parliament offered to buy the bisht for $1 million. Messi himself has never publicly commented, and I'll leave it up to you to decide how he felt. But maybe he was just happy to finally get his hands on the World Cup.
Here I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the bass and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day. No work, all play. Okay, so we sip a little something later.
Who's Andy?
William Smith.
What a tune.
Morning, everyone. It's 7:36.
Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to the breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, Arnold Clark, who are celebrating a massive summer of football. If I use car in June, you'll be entered into their weekly draw to win the costume back. Have you got a car?
Sorry, I'm singing.
Have you got a car?
I have.
What have you got?
Can't say.
Why? How many doors has it got?
7.
Two.
I'm joking.
Why are we playing Miami by Will Smith?
Scotland are there? Is that why?
Yes, after the Tottenham enjoyed trip of a lifetime in Boston, they've headed down to Miami ahead of their huge, massive clash against Brazil Wednesday. You can hear that one live on talkSPORT 11 p.m. That's tomorrow night 11. What are you going to do about that?
I'm watching it because I'm at work on Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah. You're lucky, isn't he?
Can't wait.
It's 11 o'clock's too late for me. That would be 11, 12, 1. I'd have 3 hours kit.
Oh?
Well, as a broadcaster, I like to give the best of Goldstein to the nation.
Okay.
I need my sleep. What I do, I just wake up and then I go, oh, they're out. I'll just do that.
Mate,
they got stuffed.
I bet Miami, the people of Miami are looking around thinking, like, what's going on?
What is happening?
What is going on?
You're so right. They used to Don Johnson.
Yeah, Shaban, sunburn.
Would you
all
like
over
to?
the gaff.
Would you?
Sorry.
What, sunburn?
What?
What'd you say? talkSPORT Scotland correspondent, the brilliant Shaban Ahern, has been out and about catching up with the fans ahead of the game.
Tell me your prediction for Scotland-Brazil.
2-1 Scotland.
1-0 Scotland. Super John McGinn.
Wouldn't it be great to just have a moment like that?
But it's coming. It's happening.
Slot haven't been drinking at all, have they?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I genuinely think, I maybe been optimistic as a Scotland fan, but I do think that we can hold them. We held Morocco after a bad start.
Yeah.
And I think we can hold the Brazilians, yeah. And they're not playing brilliantly just now, so.
The only thing that we might struggle with is the heat, I think, honestly. It's watching Brazil against Haiti the other day, felt like really good. And we were in Boston for the Morocco game and the Haiti game, and the guys played well enough, but Brazil just look next level still, so I think we're going to struggle, but you've got to have some confidence, don't you?
Oh, 1 each.
Probably like 5-0 to Scotland.
I like this guy. You can stay with us. I like your optimism.
I like the fact that one of them said, after we went 1-0 down against Morocco, we then held them. How's that work? You're 1-0 down. I honestly think they get absolutely smashed 3-4-0.
I'm not. Do you know what? They did do well against Morocco after that first goal, in the sense of like they stopped Morocco from many chances in that second half, especially. I think they lose to Brazil, but I think it's quite close.
What's close? Like 1-0, 2-1. Do you think they'll score?
I'm joking. No, I don't think they will
say
score.
4-1.
I think 2-0 Brazil.
Okay.
Early goal and one late on.
There's no way they can beat Brazil.
Mate, there's a chance. Of course there is. If they take their chances and maybe they get more out of their strikers. If Ben Doak starts and he's a threat. But yeah, I think Brazil will want to top that group.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Looking nice for England-Brazil quarter-final in Miami.
Who's going to that?
I'll be there with Bentley.
Can you get any frees
No, but I'll send you like a nice video message back from inside the stadium.
Thank you. Hope there's no storms for you.
That's tomorrow. Let's move on to tonight. Of course, it's Harry Kane's turn to deliver on the world stage, but Ghana have a superstar of their own, of course, in Antoine Semenyo. After 17 goals in the Premier League and a move to Man City, Semenyo has established himself as one of the best in Europe, but his national side could have looked very different. Born in London, he could have been playing for England today, but speaking to Sunsport, he said, Ghana came at a time when I wasn't really established. It's not like I was in the conversation for any England youth teams. I'm already playing in my second World Cup. I have absolutely no regrets. So, will Semenyo fire past England tonight? Well, to tell us more on that, I'm delighted to say we can welcome former Ghana striker Lloyd Owusu to the show. Lloyd, good morning to you.
Good morning, Lloyd.
It's actually afternoon here, guys. I'm all the way in Sydney, Australia, so it's the afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
It looks like you're in the changing room at Next. Where are you?
No, I'm just in my office,
Oh, okay. Are you enjoying the World Cup, by the way, before we talk about the teams involved? Are you enjoying it? Because, for me, it's just been above and beyond what I expected, certainly early on.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, there's been goals galore, which is always a great thing. I think that's the spectacle that fans want to see. There's been some great performances, individuals and team performances, and sort of upsets per se. But overall, it's been a nice, spectacular World Cup so far.
Lloyd, it's been great to see as well. The African teams do so well, isn't it, so far?
Yeah, Gabs, great to hear from you, Gabs, as well.
Too, mate.
It's been a long time. Yeah, look, the African teams, like I've always said, from many a year, one African team will win the World Cup in years to come, because the talent pool of the African players over the years has just grown and growing, and hopefully we can, as an African nation, one country will win it one day.
So talk to me about Ghana, Lloyd, because I look at that first game, late goal, late winner. I thought Brandon Thomas Asante, when he come on, he done well. He's a very good player, isn't he, for Coventry? Will be in the Premier League next season. Inaki Williams didn't come on. Obviously, Thomas Partey will be back available. What do you expect from Ghana, and how can Ghana threaten England?
Yeah, like you say, when you say about the front three especially, we've got Semenyo, like you just spoke about before, an exceptional player. If we can get the ball up to the front three early when England are a bit disjointed, maybe we can sort of surprise them. It's going to be tougher, guys. Let's not beat around the bush, when England are superior all over the park. But if we can be disciplined, get some control on the game, try and find England when they get a bit disjointed, and maybe find the little gaps and get balls in behind quickly with the pace and power that we got up there, we could surprise them with a little goal here or there.
Lloyd, I don't know if you've seen this bizarre, extraordinary story coming from Ghana, that a witch doctor has put out a spell against Harry Kane. Are you aware of this story?
Oh, I did see something like that, but the African voodoo man could be there. So Harry Kane must be careful. If he gets too close to that voodoo man, he might give him some voodoo magic. But I tell you,
do you think that that's what's going to be needed tonight? Something a little bit special and out of the ordinary. If England are going to lose the game, because listen, it's only one game we've played, but second half certainly more than the first. Second half, we look like not a team that's going to win the World Cup, but there are so many big teams in this one. We've seen already Argentina, Norway with Haaland. I don't think you can write them off. Not necessarily to win it, but to go deep. Mbappe, we know about the French. Yeah. This, what have you made of this England side? Maybe the second 45. It sounds a silly question even asking that because we've only seen one game. But what have you made of them?
No, the second 45 was fantastic, to be fair, and especially when you're going into a game you just conceded before half time 2-2. It could be anyone's game in the second half. However, I think they must have got a real good talking to in the change rooms, because they've come out firing, and with Jude, someone of world-class experience, to go down that right channel and to put the ball in the net to make it 3-2. And then obviously you've got the quality of Marcus Rashford to come on with a great, beautiful take and goal. But they look good in the second half. They look composed. They look compact. They looked, obviously, Harry Kane dropping them, creating opportunities. It could have been 4 or 5 more, but collectively, overall, I thought they were very good in the second half.
Lloyd, I think as well, when you look at the performance against Croatia, there's question marks, 2 centre-halves performance. I think that's somewhere where, with the pace of Semenyo, the pace of Brandon Thomas Asante, you've got Jordan Ayew, experienced, the captain, you've got Inaki Williams available as well. I think that's somewhere where, if Ghana can sit back and play on the counter-attack and target England on the counter-attack, and also there's meant to be terrible weather for this game as well. Apparently, it's going to be terrible rain. That can add to it, can't it, for Ghana, make it a scrappy game?
Exactly, like I said before, if we can get them destroyed in England, obviously they're very clever as a team to make sure that they're not destroyed at many times. But certain elements of the game, they might have to come out of areas for players to go into areas. So hopefully, like you say, that top three, if they're on their game, and like you say, the hustle and the bustle in the rain, anything could happen. Little mistakes off the turf.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be an exciting game.
Lloyd, thanks for coming on. You look really well. Can I ask, you've got the same logo on your shirt as you do on your cap. What's all that about?
Yeah, so this is my school, which is called Cranbrook School, which is one of the top schools in Australia. So I'm head of discipline there. So I'm loving my life here. Yeah.
I bet no one steps out of line, do they?
Yeah, you're not wrong, Andy. I tell you, the students now. The students are fantastic. To be fair, they all respect the teachers here and myself. So I love what I do here at the moment.
Oh, wonderful! Well, we love having you on the show. Yes. Thanks so much for your time, pal. You're looking well.
Cheers, guys. Have a great one. Enjoy.
Thanks, man. Enjoy your day. You too. There you go. Former Ghana striker Lloyd Owusu. Just quickly, I was talking to Ollie, our producer, Polly, as I call him, Posh.
Polly.
I told him the story. You won't remember this. You probably won't even. But what year were you born?
1986.
Okay. In 1983, Man United played Brighton in the FA Cup final. First game was 2-2. Okay. Man United's goalkeeper, Gary Bailey, South African.
Great goalie.
Yeah. After the first game, it was 2-2. Yeah. Went to South Africa, saw a witch doctor. Oh, God. True story. The witch doctor gave him a padlock.
Yeah, it's true.
Said go into the goal and padlock the net, which he did. Man United won 4-0.
Yeah, mate.
Do you believe in stuff like that?
I do. I've had it to my advantage.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
What did you have?
I can't say, mate, but
what do you mean?
It's very common stuff. Yeah, to help me in my career. Yeah,
it's working.
Yeah, when we beat Manchester United 1-0, when we beat Arsenal away. Do you know what I mean, mate? I might have a little call back home to Nigeria to a bit of help. Yeah,
it's nice.
Happens, mate.
Okay,
do what you got to do, mate.
Can you do it to help you win money?
No.
Okay,
that's one thing it doesn't do, mate.
If you want the chance to win £26,000 tax-free cash. Nice. You don't need no witch doctor. All you need to do, this is to celebrate the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're giving away the big bucks. You can fund your summer. You can enter right now. Head to talksportwin.com to enter for full T's and C's. How about that for a connection? Right, still to come on The Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Would you let Harry Kane still take a penalty then after the witch doctor? Or would you let someone else?
That's a great question. I believe in Harry.
Not the witch doctor.
Not the witch doctor, no. Witch doctor? Right, if you're just turned on the radio for the first time, you've slept through the night, you're unaware that Mbappe and Haaland both scored braces in wins for France and Norway. There was a 2-hour weather delay in the French game. More on that shortly, but our attention, of course, is on England tonight. England fans, you can get involved. You can pick up the phone, 03717 223344. What changes would you like to see tonight? What would you do? Who starts, who takes penalties, anything you want to talk about England tonight, pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll take your call in just a moment. 03717 223344. We'd love to hear from you this bright and not rainy Tuesday morning. That was our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins. It's 7:47.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Steve Clark's taken a bit of heat since the Morocco game, Alan, because, there was a feeling that Shankland, who is a natural finisher, maybe should have been on the pitch, never got a chance.
Well, I was going to come to that, guys, because this Brazil game, what does he do? Does he sit back, and if we get beat 1-0, it's probably enough to qualify, which is remarkable, which is brilliant. Or does he have a go and say, look, let's push them back, let's try and get at them? Now, who do you play up front? Do you play Shea Adams again? He's more mobile than Shankland. Shankland is the best finisher Scotland have got in the squad. He's a McCoy's job. You know, he can finish, make no mistake. So he'll be kicking Steve Clark saying, "You got to play me. You got to play me. I'm in great form." So it's an interesting one. But whoever plays there, as I say, guys, I think John McGinn's the one who's got to try and spark off him when the ball goes forward. We've got to retain some sort of possession, or we're going to be under so much pressure. And down that left-hand side, Vinicius Jr., you know, that's the side that really worries me for Scotland. We've got to block that off. But in saying that, look, as long as we defend better, give no stupid goals away. In fact, the goal against Morocco, that was a great finish. I'm not going to whinge and say, how can you lose a goal that early? It was a great finish. It was an offside decision. He pushed up when he shouldn't have done, and we got punished. After that, second half, we were great. I thought Christie came on and done well. And I thought the boy from Norwich done well. Kenny McLean, he came on and done well. So it's going to be an intriguing one. It's going to be, all eyes will be on the coach to see what he does and how he plays and what formation he plays.
I mean, another one is Gannon Doak, who's very popular with the fans, but you talk about Vinny Jr.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Chevy to the left, 7:52. Good morning, everyone. It's the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. If you're just waking up, what a night it was stateside. One of the best. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland all scoring braces in wins for Argentina, France and Norway. Messi, by the way, now the leading goal scorer in World Cup history. We'll bring you more on a historic night in the World Cup throughout the show. I love him as well.
I do.
I also love our coffee break with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT, sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
Dressed like a snooker player, she's in the studio. Laura Kirk-Francis. How are you?
Laura Kirk-Francis, good morning.
Right, won't wear this ever
It's a waistcoat. That's what it is, a waistcoat.
Yes, very.
It's a lovely waistcoat.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Doesn't matter what Andy thinks of it, Laura.
No.
Why would that be an insult anyway? What's wrong with snooker players?
Oh, but it's the way you said it. You knew what he was doing.
No, it's fine. You're good.
I don't know if it was compliment, Andy. I'll wear a black T-shirt tomorrow.
Everyone's scrambling to get their YouTube on there to see.
I only give compliments.
Sure.
All right?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
We were very excited about the fact you said, and I know you're a woman of your word, I'll be doing a quiz the next time. I mean, so, I know you won't let us down. What we do? What quiz we got?
What quiz?
Yeah.
Here we go.
No quiz today.
Huh?
What?
No quiz today.
Oh, I thought you were a lady of your word.
Today. No quiz today. No, we're going to talk about Emma Hayes.
Oh, okay.
I need you to be a little bit serious.
Okay. Oh, blimey.
Sit up.
Sit up straight. So the reason we're going to talk about Emma Hayes is there has been a lot of backlash online to her punditry. Kind of falls into two themes. One is her credentials, so questioning why have we got someone who has never played the game on ITV, and the other one is the analysis itself, so the actual insight that she's providing. The questioning of her credentials is really, really fascinating to me. It's the kind of, can you provide insight and analysis when you've never played the men's game?
Yes.
And I think this is such a strange way of thinking about it. Gabby, you've obviously played the game. How much do you think you use your previous experience on the football pitch to inform this? Because Emma Hayes hasn't played men's football. She's a 6-7 times WSL manager, winner, etc. For me, it's not binary. I don't think you have to play the game. But how much do you actually use it?
I think listen, I do use it, and there's certain things you talk about, and you're like, okay, that happened to me there, where like, you know what, I felt tight, and I'll come off of a hamstring injury or whatever. There's certain things that when you play the game, you can speak more about, but as general, everyone can talk about football. Some of the best managers in the world never played. Do you know what I mean? Or didn't play at a high level. So I think that's just nonsense, and people are looking to be a hater for no reason. I think she's very good at her punditry and doing a fantastic job. Just some of the things she say, maybe I don't understand. I think there was like a high support. Maybe make it more understandable to the average person listening of like, okay, it's a high press or it's a low block, the words that maybe we understand more now. But I think she's done a fantastic job, and people are just looking for something to moan about on social media.
I think exactly what you said is bang on. You can absolutely criticise Emma Hayes, and you say I don't like her punditry. I find it either too simple or too overcomplicated. What we can't seem to do at the moment is not associate that with the fact that she's a woman. It's I don't like her because she's a woman. You can. It's not sexist to say I actually don't really like her. That's fine. But we don't seem to be able to do that. Andy, you are a veteron broadcaster.
That makes me sound old.
Not 30 years.
You didn't need veteran in there.
No.
Broadcaster would have done.
Veteran
broadcaster.
I sound old, didn't I?
Yes, Dad.
You're a veteran broadcaster.
Yes, what would you like to say?
One, be serious.
Okay, sorry.
Be serious.
Okay.
How difficult is it what Emma Hayes is doing in terms of having to condense an analysis of 20 minutes into such a short space of time?
Yeah.
And do you think ITV have helped her by giving her a blackboard to do this?
No, it's a simple answer to that. When I first saw her move to what we now know as the kitchen area on that set, I was dumbfounded. In fact, my wife was watching it with me, and she said, "Why have they put her in the kitchen?" And I said, "I don't think it's meant to look like a kitchen." And she was like, "Oh, right, okay." So, firstly, I'm like, who's designed that set? Secondly, they've put the chalkboard in a place where you would write your to-do list of things to buy down the shop. Like the whole design of that set, whoever's in charge of that, they need a big telling off. But I watched it, I think, last night, and they tried to correct it. They've made a slightly bigger chalkboard.
They've given us some magnets as well, I think.
Yeah, but someone has then drawn on, in chalk, the football pitch, the circle and the penalty, and it just looks awfully drawn on. Like, either go with it 100%, get rid of it, bring a new format in for her to do that, like the big screen, like we see Gary Neville do on Monday Night Football, or just do away with it completely. Because I think you're opening yourselves up as ITV for people to have a pop at that section of the show.
I agree totally. But what winds me up is even like with the women's football and men are commenting this on social media. It's like, get a grip. I mean, like, I've got 2 daughters. My youngest daughter is 8. I go and watch her play football, newly into football. When I go there, all the girls are loving it. There's great female coaches that are coaching these kids. Women's football is on the rise. Brighton have built a stadium, especially for the women's football team. But you're always going to have these men that have got a problem with it. They've got a problem in their life.
You know, as a broadcaster, if you put Emma Hayes in that scenario, you know you're going to have a small group of idiots having a pop.
Do you think it is a small group? Because I think it's been quite a lot on social media. There is a lot of...
yeah, but social media is not necessarily a decent pie graph of how the whole world is thinking.
I agree.
Because only a certain amount of people use social media, right?
I agree. And also, like, I see it with me. I get, like, a lot of abuse on social media. And the same person will see me in public and be like, "Oh, you annoy me there, but I do like you. You're all right, aren't you?" Like, so sometimes we have to forget about social media and think like, these are idiots. They're just going to write whatever they want because you can get away with it now, especially on Twitter. There's no rules. And I think Emma Hayes is doing a fantastic job.
But my point is, sorry, Gab, my point is, it's not Emma Hayes, and it's what it is. You know, whoever does that part of the show, they're going to be under the spotlight, right? Make it as easy as possible. Just put her in front of a camera. She looks down the lens. She explains it. There's some kind of
tactics board.
Do that, right? Yeah. Don't try and make something that's not needed. To if you, for argument's sake, if you were using a YouTuber, a male YouTuber in that scenario, that's the way you want to go. Right? Let's just say KSI had that gig, right? You know that people are going to have a pop at him no matter how. So make his life as easy as possible.
Do you think he would get the same backlash, though?
Yeah, I do, without a shadow of a doubt.
I think she gets more because she is a prominent woman.
That's fair.
Talking about a men's game. I genuinely think people can't differentiate between it.
It is a sort of dinosaur-like generation of people that would do that. Yes. Like you mentioned your kid. I've got 2 daughters. The little one plays football, right? So I understand just how the world's changed. I probably understand it a little bit more than people that don't have kids, girls that play football. But I don't think it's my generation that would look at that. Obviously, you're going to get the idiots, but he's probably the generation above me.
Agreed.
The one below me, my kid's age, and sort of 20-year-olds, probably are past that.
And you're never going to stop that.
Yeah, you're never
You know
going
what
to
I mean? Like, you're never going to stop those idiot men who are going to always have something to say. I can't take that person seriously. It's not just about women. It could be someone that, like, a man who's not played the game, but then some of the best coaches haven't played the game. So your argument's stupid, but you'll phone in and you'll have your opinion, but you've never played the game. But we take everyone's opinion seriously on this channel. So I think you have to block out the idiot. He's doing a great job. And if ITV can help her a little bit on the way.
Get rid of the chalkboard, get rid of the kitchen, and give that part of the show the respect.
You haven't played, have you? But you know, great.
I haven't, and as you say, we have we have an entire industry built around this. You know, someone like Henry Winter, for example, brilliant journalist. He's never played the game, and you never see people, you know, screaming and shouting about him. So the difference between men and women's football is not, you know, on the pitch, it's what the bodies can do, it's what the physicality can do.
Compare?
But your brains are the same. What we see is the same. So
exactly.
Spot
on.
Serious chat from us.
Crack on, Emma Hayes. You're doing a great job.
Yeah,
Costa Carl, any coffees?
Good work, Costa Carl. Although I should say you've never played snooker, but you. Thank you so much for coming in. Are you done now for the day? No quiz.
I am, yes.
Quiz tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Second. Can we squeeze a quiz in at 8:15?
Look, he's having kittens now. We're past 8 o'clock already.
A coral quiz.
You keep looking. That was all thanks to our wonderful friends at Costa Express. Good work, Laura. Thank you for that. We'll see you tomorrow. Coming up, we turn our attention to England. A huge game. It's live on talkSPORT against Ghana. England fans, you can dial in now and have your say. We'll take lots of calls in just a moment. 0371722 333. It's bang on 8 a.m.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Quality coffee, quality day.
Lots has been made about the fitness or lack of for Declan Rice. He came off during the win over Croatia. He's played 63 matches this season and admitted that he's been nursing a hammy for the last 6 months. England legend Stuart Pearce, who coached Rice at West Ham, discussed Rice's fitness and his role at the World Cup.
It's a great challenge for him. You know, he's a team player, always has been magnificent as a team player. You take him off, he's not going into himself and sulking, you know. He'll see the greater good and the reasoning behind it. And if he's got anything about him that I think he has, when he's had bad moments at West Ham, when he was on his ascendancy, he'll embrace them and make him a better player.
For more reaction from Stuart Pearce, you can check out the World Cup Daily Podcast. Who play? I don't have a problem if Rice is injured tomorrow. Even if he's got a little niggle, I would not play him. That's why we've got a squad, right? Of
course.
Who'd you bring in? Is it Henderson? What do you do?
You could bring Henderson, or you could just play Bellingham next to Anderson and Rodgers as a 10.
Yeah.
I'm not being, no offence to Ghana, some very good players.
I totally agree. How
watching
strong is
Ghana
that?
in their first game, they're nothing to worry about. And that's just being as respectful as I can be about the Ghana side. We should not be playing anybody who's got a niggle. If it's Saka, if it's Rice, we've got the squad of players.
Even Kane in these games.
Yeah, okay, Watkins, you're in. Because every other team's doing it.
Yeah.
Look at Neymar, he's gone. He's not ready. Okay, wait till you're ready. Rafinha, he's now out to the latter stages. They're keeping him there to see if he's ready for the late stages of the tournament. Lamine Yamal come off because I played longer. You've had a niggle before the tournament. Let's take you off. It's all about managing the squad in a World Cup that's so long.
Yeah.
He's one of, if not the greatest of all time. Diego Maradona led Argentina to glory in 1986, producing some incredible moments on the way. But his World Cup story wasn't all triumph and inspiration. A fresh-faced 21-year-old Maradona arrived at the 1982 World Cup as the next great hope for Argentina. But his tournament debut didn't go to plan. Argentina were knocked out early on, and Maradona was criticised for underperforming. His legend truly begins 4 years later, when, in the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, he created outrage and infamy with one flick of his wrist, the hand of God. He punched it into the net. Peter Shilton called him a cheat. Maradona described the referee Ali bin Nasser, who missed it, as his great eternal friend. Then just 4 minutes later, he picks up the ball in his own half and starts to dance around the England team. He goes past one, then another. Can we have that music off, please? Anyway, the run ends in glory for Maradona, and just days later, he was lifting the World Cup trophy, Argentina's second, and returning home a national hero. Hopes were high for Italia 90 when he'd captained the side again, but it was bizarre. Maradona was playing his club football in Italy at the time, winning titles for Napoli, and the Neapolitans were actually supporting Argentina over their own country when they faced off in the semi-final. Argentina won that game, but lost to West Germany in the final, and Maradona burst into tears. The 1994 World Cup would be his last. I mean, even his fashion had gone downhill. He was sent home after 2 games for failing a doping test due to something he'd ingested from an energy drink. But does a Red Bull make you look like this? Maradona would never pull on the blue and white stripes again. He did come back as manager, but was sacked after they were knocked out in 2010. The goal of the century is a permanent reminder that he may well have been the greatest of them all. Before it, his ascent, and after it, his dramatic descent, only highlights the mountain peak that was Maradona's 86.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7 minutes past 8. Well, it will be in about 7 seconds' time. You're listening to the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, alongside and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car in the upgrade event and get 2 years free servicing, plus a chance to win the cost of it back this June. Halfway through the show. It's flying by. It's always a good sign.
Always, my friend. Always.
A big part of that is because the World Cup's on, right?
I know I repeat myself a lot, mate, but Messi's second goal yesterday, the way that ball deflected and the first touch, for anyone that hasn't seen the goal, go back and look at it. Unbelievable first touch. Determination to go and score the second goal as well.
Well, if you're going... What are you talking about, guys? Well, let me remind you of yesterday's World Cup results in full. So, Argentina, the one that Gabs is talking about, they beat Austria 2-0. 1 day before his 39th birthday, Messi became the World Cup's all-time record goal scorer. The GOAT, well and truly. France, talking of GOATs, by the way, Mbappe's not doing too badly at the moment. Another 2 goals for Kylian Mbappe, 3-0 winners over Iraq. Norway beat Senegal. They also scored 3. They conceded 2. Erling Haaland netted a brace. They've booked their place in the last 32. And this morning, Jordan won, Algeria 2. Algeria came from behind, actually, to knock Jordan out of the World Cup. Right, let's turn our attention back to England, who take on Ghana in Boston, knowing victory will send them through to the last 32 as group winners.
A nation hopes that this time is our time. And a bullet header gives England the lead. He's done it again, Harry Kane.
That emotional connection with the fans, you know, that was a really special moment, I thought.
Harry touched base on it earlier that the last few tournaments we've obviously drawn our second game.
It's finished England 0, United States 0.
6 points in the group, will put us in a really good position.
Play against a top opponent, we have full respect and the focus needs to be there.
Don't play with freedom. Express yourself. Extend your wings, fly, and you're allowed them to fly.
That's a goal! Oh, what a start of the second half. Jude Bellingham.
he just plays with that good arrogance where give me the ball, I can make things happen.
Thought in between if the people in the pubs would like it, and I thought, yeah, well, maybe they would like it.
You don't not lose your way to a tournament. What you do is you go out and you claim it. You go and you make it yours.
He comes from Rashford, keeping his feet and winning the game for England.
It's been pretty positive and an exciting game for all the England fans.
Oh, we can't wait for this. Thomas Tuchel's side there looking to follow up their impressive 4-2 win against last World Cup semi-finalist Croatia. That was a massive pre-tournament, or there was a massive pre-tournament debate over who should start at number 10. Was it Bellingham or Rodgers? But Bellingham stole the spotlight with an inspired second-half display against Croatia. Ahead of tonight, the England gaffer Thomas Tuchel was full of praise for the Real Madrid number 10.
Everything is down to him. If he shows everything, what you see is down to him. It's his talent, it's his ability. It's the moment where he loves to compete. It's the stage where he loves to compete, and he fully buys into the idea that we do this as a team, and that's why he's with us, and that's what you see.
Ironically, the Real Madrid number 5, but he plays in the 10 position better than most, actually. He's one of the best players in the world in that position. He's still incredibly young.
He's got it all, Andy.
He really has. Isn't he? How important is he to England's success? Is he one of those players that if you take him out of the team, we're going to struggle?
Will we struggle? No, because we have got Morgan Rogers. I love Eze as well. But big moments, he's the sort of player that's gonna achieve those. What I love about him is, for years we watched Frank Lampard ghost into the box and score those goals. That's what Bellingham can do. He's got it all. Physical, good in the air, great first touch. He can run with the ball, running power. That's why he can play anywhere in that midfield, box to box. Left foot, right foot. Seen him score a goal for Real Madrid near the end of the season with his left foot, smashed it into the corner. He's got it all. He's got the confidence and he's got the hunger, which he showed for the last 4 years, to go and win something for his country.
There's a reason I'm asking you this. Who's the best player you've ever played with?
Best player I've ever played with?
There's a reason I'm asking.
Oh.
Or one of. A big game player.
Big game player.
The reason I'm asking, Gabs, is from Harry Kane's perspective. If Bellingham's missing, how does that affect Harry Kane?
Of course. Harry Kane needs service. We know that. Last night, Messi got service, Haaland got service, Mbappe got service. But Bellingham is one of the players that can bring it to him. So can Rashford for Harry Kane. So can Saka. So can Rodgers when he comes on. But what you want with Bellingham is that he's the most natural of a number 10 to get in the box. Morgan Rodgers isn't really like that. He maybe likes to drop off. Bellingham, if Harry Kane drops off himself, you know he's going to go and play striker.
Yeah.
He's played striker for Real Madrid. He wants to go and score goals. I just loved everything about his performance in the last game, and especially against the Costa Rica in that last friendly. That was a man possessed. And he'll want to win the big trophies, mate. All he won the Champions League. He'll be thinking, I want to be part of the team that wins our first World Cup since '66.
Hopefully that will be happening. Big game tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. Harry, the Chelsea fan, I'm sure he'll be watching. Harry, good morning to you.
Hello, Harry.
How are we, boys? We all right?
All well, mate.
Great, mate. You all right? You well?
Chelsea?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good. I called up last week. I said we were going to win 4-0, so I almost got it right.
I mean, you got that 100% wrong. We didn't win 4-0.
Almost, though. We
No,
scored 4.
it's not
so
almost, Harry.
You would have lost that bet, right?
You had my dad on this morning.
Right.
Nice guy, your dad.
Yeah, no, I woke up this morning, he was like, I called talkSPORT this morning. I was like, no way.
Brilliant.
How many members of your family left? Can we get the whole Harry family in?
We could, to be fair. I've got a twin brother, but he's an Arsenal fan, so...
No. Okay, no.
No, we don't want that on the show. Forget that. Forget that. What are you phoning up to say, H?
4-0. 4-0, Harry Kane brace. Bellingham will get the other 2. Like I said, we're going to walk the World Cup. This is just, the next game.
You're just going to bet 4-0 every game. Hopefully one comes up.
Every single time. And the Harry Kane brace, that's got to come in again, because he's going to keep up with the Mbappes and the Haaland.
Yes, I agree.
Don't know if he's going to keep up with Messi, because Messi's Messi, but he's an anomaly. But yeah, I just can't see us losing. We've got the best manager, we've got the best players. Easy as you like.
We got the best fans as well. You're one of them, Harry. Thanks for that. Let's go to Chris. Morning, Chris.
Morning, Christopher.
How we doing, boys? We good?
We're great,
all
man.
well, mate.
You all right? You well?
I'm lovely, mate. Class show as usual.
Thank you. Very kind. Make it better. Go on, off you go.
make it better. I think that Gahey is a nailed on to start at the back tonight. We look shaky in that first half. I think if KG plays, then he solidifies the back. I'd be tempted to maybe bring Rashford in, maybe Saka in second half, make a few more changes, maybe bring, like you say, Morgan Rogers on. Maybe there's a few of the other younger fellas just to get them game fit.
I think tonight as well, Chris, the manager will be drilling into these players. We need to get the results. So then the Panama game, players can get a rest.
I'd be tending to agree with you there, Gabriel, mate.
Oh, thank you. First person to agree with me there.
Wow. Are you all right? You slept last night?
Oh, no, still going, mate, still going. All work and no play.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for taking time to call us up.
Chris.
Have a great day, Chris.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks,
Up
mate.
England.
Go on, England. What do you think the score will be tonight, Gabs?
I can see a 4. I really can. Maybe more, but I would say 3-4-0, yeah.
You can see a 5?
Listen, we've got the players too, haven't we? We scored 4 past Croatia.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem, though.
But
you get
Croatia,
very excited.
Croatia are probably on par, maybe a bit better than Ghana, maybe. Mate.
Yeah, Ghana are terrible.
Not terrible.
They are. You look at their
They wasn't great in their last game against Panama. Scored in the last minute. 1-0 win against Panama. You look at that and you say, tonight, with the quality we've got, the players will be coming on starving to get minutes, starving to score goals. Look at Rashford's performance when you come on. Rogers was hungry. Jed Spence was running in the box. Reece James was flying forward.
What score are you going?
I can see a 4-0 as well.
Okay, I'm going to go 3-0. Okay. Be nice. Live on talkSPORT, of course. Now, in just a moment, Gabby, of course, has already called Messi a god. That's you.
I love him so much.
This morning. Up next, we get the reaction stateside to what was an unbelievable night as Messi became the World Cup's greatest ever scorer.
Are you serious?
I love you as well. It's 8:16.
You can tell me a little bit more about training, though, because you know we're not privy to that much, open training. We got 15 minutes yesterday at very close quarters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Because there was a moment where Thomas was walking around. He's a meticulous planner. He demands standards, and he said, "Jed, do better."
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, I think this is normal. He's a great manager, and he wants the best from his players. And, he demands high standards. And, for this tournament, we need to be ready. We need to be on it. So I think every session needs to be of the highest quality. And that's what he demands. And it's good.
But when you hear that,
Yeah.
and obviously you're in front of all of us as well, what does it make you immediately do? Oh, God, I didn't think I was on it. What's the feeling?
No feeling, really. I wouldn't be the only one he says it to. It's everyone else, so it's no feeling. It's just a part of the game. If he needs me to do whatever, I'll do it. So it's just part of the game, really.
And what is he like behind the scenes? And what's he like as a manager?
Yeah, I think he's a great manager. He's a great guy. Very, very detailed in what he wants to do, and I think the boys really love him and have a great respect for him.
And where does that come from? Because we watch him on the training pitch. I get to speak to him regularly, and he loves you all as players. There's something in that, isn't there, of what he gives you and then what you give him back.
Give back. Yeah, I think it's like what he always says. We're building a family here, and we've built a family, and we built a brotherhood within the team, and everyone's all got one dream, one brain. So yeah, I think if everyone's on the same path, we can do special things, and I think he's built that environment in the squad.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Good morning, everyone. It's the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. There was more Messi magic in the States last night as the great man became the all-time World Cup scorer. And we did miss a first-half penalty just to prove he is human. Our chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, was at the game. He spoke to the jubilant Argentinian fans after Messi made history.
It's incredible, man. Every single time that I think that Messi cannot do more, he continues breaking records. It's a pleasure to be alive and live in the same time that Lionel Messi, because my grandchilds are going to ask me about him, about if I have been in any game. So it's a great pleasure to be able to tell them in the future what Messi really was. It's incredible.
He's the best. He's the best of all. It's undescribable. I don't know if that's correct in English, but it's undescribable. He's our hero. He's a legend. He's already a legend.
Yeah,
he's spot on that fan, mate.
He's the goat.
He's spot on, though.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think the greatest player ever to kick a ball can't kick it from the penalty spot?
Everyone can miss penalties. Doesn't matter how good of a player you are.
He's missed 3 of 7 World Cup
happens,
pens.
though. It happens, mate. But when it's decisive ones, he scores, didn't he? Like in the last World Cup final when he scored his penalty. But I love that fan there, mate, because we're like that. I remember asking my dad, what was Maradona like? Was it enough clips back then? Obviously now there will be when our kids have kids and they grow up. Oh, how good was Messi? And you're going to be like, where do I start? Sit down. Sit down, grandson. Sit down, granddaughter. Let me explain to you about this guy. These are the stats, but let me explain to you, before you go and watch Messi, there was no one better.
He looks like no other footballer, as in the way he glides with the football, the way he passes balls into the net.
Touch, his movement, his slight little glance around him and moves into space. Some of his first touches, mate, when balls are wrapped into him, it's incredible. Messi makes his teammates better. You know what Ronaldo does? He limits his teammates at this stage.
Yeah, you're right.
Ronaldo can't lace Messi's boots at the moment. At the moment, where they are now, can't lace his boots. When Messi scored that goal, they're all running, mate. Subs are running on. Everyone's jumping on him like the God has scored again. Honestly, mate, I could sit here all day with my love for Lionel Messi, his records, the way he plays the game. When he retires, mate, there'll be more than just Argentinian fans in tears.
Oh, good, yeah. It's the greatest ever.
Yeah. And when we're old men, Andy, years to come, we're going to be like
that line.
We're going to be like Messi.
We were there. We witnessed it.
No one's going to come close in our lifetime. No one's going to come close to this guy.
Yeah. Every so often in a sport, you get a genius.
Maradona, Messi.
Yeah. I agree.
Say no more.
Right, let's get the latest odds with Coral and Johnny Hill.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here to reward the fans this summer. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Good morning, John. How you doing?
Morning.
Andy. Good morning, Gabby. Yeah, really good form, thank you. It was a cracking day yesterday, wasn't it? You mentioned Messi coming to the fore, but Haaland bagged a brace and Mbappe bagged a brace. You know, this top goal scorer competition, it could be one for the ages, couldn't it?
Yeah. Go on, where are we at with this then? Because it's so difficult to predict who's going to win the Golden Boot and how many they're going to need.
Yeah, well, it could be double figures. I know you discussed this last week, but it really could. And we've got that extra round this year, so an extra chance to bag more goals. So, look, top of the betting, Messi and Mbappe, 7-4 joint favourites at the moment. Erling Haaland, he's next best at 5-1. And then we're going to see Kane in action tonight. We're hoping he can get on the score sheet again. He's 6-1. So, the four very big names there that we would have liked to have seen get goals. I'm sure FIFA would like to see them get goals. They're all in there in the hunt. And, it could well be 10 goals. It could be a record for a tournament.
Easy.
Incredible.
What about tonight's first game, Portugal versus Uzbekistan? What about Ronaldo to score and Portugal to win? Is that a no-brainer?
Well, yes and no, really. Obviously, it's a no-brainer in terms of Portugal being 1-7, but would you not be concerned about Ronaldo's form? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, but I think he starts
going
tonight.
down that route.
I really think he starts, and I think he scores if he does.
Okay, well, listen, he is odds on 2-5 to score tonight and get on the score sheet. That's at any point of the 90 minutes. You expect him to start. So this is the opportunity for Ronaldo. Maybe he'll bounce back with a hat-trick tonight, Ronaldo. It would be no surprise to see him do that. He's going to be hated all this, all the headlines about Messi and, Yamal and all the other top players. And he's not in the limelight. So, anytime goal scorer, 2-5 Ronaldo tonight. Portugal, 1-1 favourites of 1-7. Uzbekistan, can they pull an upset tonight? Well, they're 16-1 to do so.
What odds have you got Ronaldo getting 6?
Getting 6, well, it'd be a big price, that one, won't it? Hat-trick, that's an interesting one. 10-1 to score a hat-trick. I tell you what, I've seen worse 10-1 shots than that, actually. That could be an interesting one.
Talking of hat-tricks, we hope Harry Kane gets one tonight. England take on Ghana. It's live on talkSPORT. Where are we at with that one?
Yeah, well, look, I'm excited to see England in action, Andy. I don't often say that. I have to say at major tournaments, especially in the group stages. But that performance in the second half against Croatia, it's really got me looking forward to tonight's game. And England are firm favourites, as you'd expect. They're 1-5 to prevail against Ghana. Hopefully, we can wrap up 3 points, get the group done and dusted. They can rest players for the final game. Looking at the different markets we've got available tonight, we mentioned Harry Kane. He's 4-6. To score any time. He's 2-1 to score the first goal in the tie. What else have we got? We're expecting goals, 4-7 for over 2.5 goals. So we think there'll be goals in this fixture. But if you fancy Ghana, let's not forget about them. They're 6-1 to get a draw tonight, 14-1 for the draw. And in the outright betting, England third best at 11-2. So very, very much seeing support for England in that market.
There's another game that I'd love to watch, but it's too late. 3 a.m. Colombia versus Congo. I think that'd be a great game. And if I'm right, we can play Congo if they finish third in the last 32.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we'll be keeping an eye on that fixture tonight then. Congo 11-2 to prevail against Colombia. Colombia 8-15. The draw 3-1. And the other game at midnight, I'm not sure if you'll be staying up for that one, Gabby, but Croatia are 8-15 to beat Panama. Panama 11-2. The draw 16-5. It was a late one last night, wasn't it? I was holding on to watch the second half of the France game, and that rain delay absolutely killed me.
Bedtime at half time for me.
2 hours. Yeah, well, I
too long.
I have a rule. If the half time is longer than the match, it's too long. That's my rule.
Well,
John, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll speak to you tomorrow.
Have a good day, boys.
Thanks, you too. There you go. That was a look at the latest odds with Coral 18+, gambleaware.org. Right, coming up, Scotland could make history tomorrow night against Brazil. It's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT and make it out the group for the first time ever. Can they do it? You can have your say on that if you want to pick up the phone. 03717223344. We'll talk about that next. It's 8:27.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here to reward the fans this summer. 18+, gambleaware.org.
well, we're talking about Arsenal because the press are talking about Arsenal.
Squeezed Arsenal into a World Cup show.
You're about to hear. Are you Arsenal in disguise? In the Daily Mail. Yeah, we're going there. We're going there.
Who's written that? Is that you? Is that by Laura Coke Francis?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's my first line in the Daily
well
Mail.
done. Congratulations.
The Nation joins Gunners fans in praise of Rice's corners.
Oh, come on. This is... Benty and I were out hobnobbing with the Rich and Famous last night, or maybe Rich and Shameless, and we were talking to Piers Morgan.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he asked the same question about Declan Rice's corners, and I'm like, he's just taking the corner, the fella.
Mate, no.
I love Declan. You know that.
Hey,
but unless you've got Harry Kane running onto it, a corner's only as good as the finish.
No, look at Arsenal been doing all season, and people have criticised us for that.
You just bullied goalkeepers, just smashed goalkeepers out of the way.
That's so right. So the hypocrisy here is loud and clear. In the Daily Mail, which I've just messed up there, they're calling it dark arts in praise of the dark arts that England have employed at corners, which you've been very vocal about.
We're not doing those corners at the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Declan's doing outswingers.
Did you see the amount of... So do Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm saying, but when it's an in-swing, everyone's smashing into keep. These are outswings. Harry Kane's running onto them.
Now, all the blocks, I saw the blocks the other night, England.
Yeah, so just to be clear, corner's good, but corner's not good when Arsenal do it. In-swing are good, outswing are bad.
Unless Harry Kane's on the end of them, yeah.
So, safe to say, according to you, and I think I speak on behalf of Arsenal Nation here, I'm not allowing you to enjoy us having corners, if that's all right. So as far as you're concerned, it was 3-2.
I'll speak on the...
It's one of the most infamous moments in World Cup history. Zidane's headbutt on Marco Materazzi in the 2006 final sent shockwaves through the footballing world. It wasn't a particularly ill-tempered final. Argentinian ref Horacio Elizondo had only shown 3 yellow cards until this point in extra time. Zidane and Materazzi had been the main protagonists of the match so far. Materazzi committed the foul for the penalty, which Zidane scored after 7 minutes. Then 12 minutes later, Materazzi equalised from a corner. Materazzi said in the 2020 interview he was asked at half-time to man-mark Zidane. So they'd been literally rubbing each other up the wrong way for more than an hour before the tension boiled over in extra time. Some reports suggested Materazzi had insulted Zidane's mother, but he successfully refuted that in a libel case 2 years later. According to the Italian, Zidane started it with a little insult, saying, "I'll give you my shirt later." Then he responded by saying, "I'd rather have your sister than your shirt." And Zidane switched. In 2022, he said, "I'm not at all proud of what I did, but it's part of my past." But would he apologise? To his teammates and fans, yes. But to Materazzi? I'd rather die.
Non, je ne regrette rien.
Good work, Bill. Great tune. 8:33. The heat is on. It's the World Cup breakfast show. Me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. We're celebrating a massive summer of football. Buy used car in June. And get this, you'll be entered into their weekly draw to win the cost of it back. You like this song?
Great tune. very tuned. The music's a lot better when Ed's not working.
Yeah. Ed's terrible. He brings the show down to a 6, doesn't he?
Don't come back, Ed.
Bang at a 10. The reason we're playing is 38 degrees today.
No
that too hot?
That. No.
That too hot?
No.
I'm the only person that works in old money. I'll double it and add 30. Well, that'd be 40 minus 4, 80, 76, 30, 40, 100. 114, it can't be 38 today. Is it that hot today?
Does anyone else's kids do this, right? Saturday, right? I'll go outside and play in the garden. They walk outside, 5 minutes, come back in, too hot. I said, so why do you want to go on holiday then so much? Because there's a pool.
Yeah.
Are they right?
Yeah. Well, they're not right, but that's what kids
Are
do.
they ungrateful that we've got some decent weather?
No, you
go
take
out,
your kids to...
get the hose pipe out and hose each other.
You don't do that anymore.
That's what you used to do back in the day,
because we had nothing back in the day. Now you take your kids to Chinese, they're speaking to each other via Snapchat under the table.
It's high.
Yeah, I mean, the food's irrelevant. Yeah. We're just making a point.
No, but like that's what we used to do back in the day, mate. It was this hot 38 degrees. You're in the garden, you got the hose out, you're calling each other down, you're having fun playing. Now it's like, oh, it's too hot, man. Too hot, man.
What's the best advice you can give someone to stay cool?
I would say loads of fluids. They've got those flasks now, haven't they, where it keeps the fluids cool inside the flask.
It's always been like that. That's what a flask does.
No, they've got the special ones now where you keep it ice cold.
No, that's what a flask does.
No, not back in the day, did it?
Yes, mate.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, a flask didn't know the content.
What are you talking about? They've got the special ones now where he keeps it ice cold.
No, whatever you put in a flask, it will stay that temperature.
No, it doesn't, mate.
Well, you think they've just improved it so it's not just hot anymore?
What's the point?
Gav, I'm 100% serious.
Okay.
Ask Ollie. Ollie, is that right?
I'm not asking him, mate.
A flask doesn't know what the fluid is. It just does a job to keep that temperature the same.
Okay. All right. So the new ones that everyone's talking about, and I keep seeing my kids having that, they're just...
A flask has always been a flask.
I know it has. They've not kept it ice cold.
Yes, you could. If you got a flask in 1972 and it was a flask, you could put ice cream in it, and 9 hours later you'd pour out.
I used to take my flask to school. The drink wasn't cold still; it was warm.
What drink were you putting in it?
Ribena.
Well, how could it heat up?
Obviously, if you got the flask out in the playground, and it's getting hot.
No,
didn't stay cold.
But it's not a flask then.
It is a flask.
No, it's not, mate. It's not a flask.
You're so annoying. Let's move on, mate.
Am I right, Ollie? Am I right? A flask. That's a flask's job. It's got one job.
What's this new one that everyone's talking about now that they've got, and it's like, oh, you keeps cool all the way through the day.
Who's saying that?
You.
No. It might just be another way of getting £100 out of a parent. It might just be a newfangled flask. You're not having it?
No, I'm fed up.
Put ice cream. Why are you fed up? What's the matter? Why?
Because you're bringing me down, mate. You know what I'm talking about.
Gabs, I'm not winding you up. I swear to you, that is the job of a flask. And it was the same when flasks were made in the 70s or 50s, whenever they were.
And it's a flask, by the way, we call it in Birmingham.
Okay.
Not a flask. Not Ollie. Flask.
A flask and a helm. Right, it's
Lord.
all focused on England this morning. The Three Lions, they take on Ghana tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. But Scotland fans, we haven't forgotten about you. Just the tiny matter of Brazil to play tomorrow, knowing a point might be needed to guarantee qualification. The absolute legend, the superstar that is Alan Brazil, played in the 1982 World Cup for Scotland. He was on H&J yesterday, and he talked about their chances against Brazil tomorrow.
I just hope that Scotland will make it, and we don't want a battering from Brazil, but Brazil have been up and down. We know they can turn it on. They've got some fantastic players, but I wouldn't say this is a classic Brazil side. And if we can play like we did second half against Morocco and get stuck in and not sit back on our heels and let them come to us, you do that with Brazil, you're going to get hiding.
Yeah.
I think we've got to have a little go. I really do, and get some support to the forward player, whoever that may be, if it's Shanklin or Shea Adams, whoever is up there on their own. I think McGinn's got to get closer to him quicker to try and give him a hand, because it's murder when you play up there. I've done that against two defenders, sometimes three. And you've got to be strong to hold it and give your centre-halves and your defenders a break to push up and have a little breather. If the ball keeps coming back, there's only one thing that's going to happen. You're going to concede.
Go on, Al.
So can Scotland pull off the impossible and get something from Brazil? Well, to answer that, I'm delighted to say joining us is former Scotland midfielder and taking a break in his Uber shift is Charlie Adam. Joins us now. Morning, Charlie.
Morning, Charlie.
Morning, guys. Just on the school run.
How was it? Are they finishing 12 today because of the temperature?
No, they're full day at school, but they've been able to go back into PE kit. No school kit today, so it was a little calmer this morning getting at the house.
All right. Did you have, whereabouts in the country are you, Charlie? Did you have horrific downpour last night?
No, we were all good last night. I'm up in Lytham St Anne's, so it's beautiful weather here. Good weather for the golf and that around this area. So quite easy day back to work on Friday. So looking forward to it.
Nice. Are you looking forward to the game tomorrow against Brazil? I'm sure you're looking forward to it, but not necessarily what might be happening on the pitch.
Yeah, I think when you've got an opportunity to play Brazil in the World Cup, it's always special. Iconic teams over the years that they've had, and like Al said, I don't think they're full of the world class players that they did have, but I do believe they got some very, very talented players. Vinny Jr. They've got the two centre backs are magnificent, and Marquinhos and Gabriel. Goalkeeper is top. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult game, and I think there's a lot of pressure in terms of we're desperate for that result to try and qualify out the group, and I don't think we'll need the point. I think 3 points might just be enough for us. I think we'll just scrape through, but we don't want to be going there and getting a hide, and that's something that you have to think about. Goal difference is massive. Yeah, we've not scored a lot, but obviously we only conceded that one goal against Morocco, but. Yeah, we'll have to think about that as well, because that could end up killing you in the end. But it's been a disappointment in terms of the way we've played. I thought second half we were much better against Morocco, but even in the first game, I know we won the game 1-0. We never kept the ball well enough, which in these type of games, or any game really, you need to keep the ball. If you want to have a little bit of dominance or a wee bit of continuity in the game, you need to keep the ball, and that's something that we've not done well enough. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of team Steve brings tomorrow, and I expect a couple of changes from that.
Yeah, I agree. Scotland have got the players to be able to keep the ball better at times, but people were moaning about maybe the formation, the tactics, and McTominay not playing further forward against Morocco. But sometimes it's about qualifying, isn't it, Charlie? In this tournament, if you open up Scotland, no offense to the centre-back pairing and the right-back, but you could get turned over. If you do that against Brazil, yes, Brazil aren't the Brazil with R9 and Ronaldinho, but they're a very good side still. You leave Vinny Jr. 1v1, it could be Ryan, it could be Hendrick, it could be Cunha. So you have to be careful, don't you? It's about not conceding too many goals.
No, I totally agree with Gab. I think it's something that we have to, as a nation, we have to understand where we're at as a nation, and understand where we're as a team. If we go and play against Morocco, and we try and go after them, the same as Brazil, as we go after them, they'll open us up. The quality of player they've got, and by the way, everybody look on Morocco, no good, good side, just won the AFCON, okay, a little bit of an exclamation mark beside it, but the talent of players that they've got to pick from is incredible, and if we open up, then it becomes difficult for us. So we had to be solid in midfield. For me, McTominay's not number 6. I think he's one that you need to play higher, so you can go and join in the midfield, go and join at the top end of the pitch. And you've seen that's his strength, go and run, and that's his running power for midfield. He's athletic, good in the air, and that's where we need him at the top end of the pitch. So that's why I think that there's a possibility Shankland might play in terms of coming linking the play, and then you've got McTominay can run in behind.
I think as well,
you've
Charlie.
got Gannon Doak.
Yeah. Gannon Doak. I'm going to say that Gannon Doak has to start, and then if you say McGinn, okay, you're not going to get forward as much, but you attack with 3 at all times at least. With Shankland, McTominay getting in the box, and Ben Doa, he's getting past anyone he wants.
Yeah, no, I think Steve's quite well. I think they've had obviously a good chat about Gannon Doak. He's obviously got pulled a hamstring against Denmark and was out for about sort of 12 weeks. Coming back, I think he had surgery on that. So you have to look after these players in terms of the long-term future for them, because okay, he's playing for Scotland at World Cup, but Bournemouth will go, yeah, but we're paying the wages. So you have to understand that we're working towards keeping him fit for next season, but also for pre-season. So I think resting him or leaving him out was a sort of good idea. Hickey, I don't know where he's at in terms of, he never trained yesterday, but he possibly could train today. Again, he's another one that's had a couple of injuries last year, so we'll be looking to try and maybe protect him in the game. He might come back into the team. So we need power, we need speed on the top end, and he's the first one for a long time.
Yep.
Gannon Doak that we've had with real pace and power. So he might be able to cause the Brazilians a problem, but we can't be camped in our box, on the edge of our box for 90 minutes, because they'll hurt us. So we need to try and have a threat, and we have to be able to get up the pitch.
Charlie, the fact that Scotland qualified for the World Cup with such a tiny pool of players to choose from is an unbelievable achievement, right? Make no mistake about that. And after your first game, you're unbeaten, you win it, you're top of the group. Like, things are looking great for Scotland. If you don't score and you lose tomorrow and you come back from the World Cup, does Stevie Clarke still come back a hero?
Yeah, of course he does. I was always the one that said that we needed to keep Steve in the job. I didn't believe there was anybody that was available that was going to be able to take over from him. I still think he's the right man. He's got probably one more tournament with this sort of senior group of players that we have, and then it's the younger players now, and that's something that I look from the outside of the Scottish game, is that we need to start looking at what's happening underneath the national team at the moment. We don't have a training base, which for me is a huge worry, and it's something that I've always tried to talk about, is that we need a base to start building the future of these younger players. That they're coming, and I'm not saying you need to go and spend 100 million on St George's Park, but we need a training base where these young kids from 16 up till under 21s first team, that they need to go to a base, they need a camp, they need a facility that they can go and feel part of the national team. And that's something that, when you qualify for tournaments and you've got a bit of money in the bank, that's something, a project that we need to start looking for to build for our younger future players, because the national team have done a brilliant job in sort of the last 3 or 4 tournaments to get there, made a lot of money, but I'm not seeing it getting spent properly in the right areas. So that's something that I would try to harp and make sure that we try and do, because it's a big thing going forward.
Great answer. Charlie, what a pleasure speaking to you.
Legend, Charlie.
Hope you get on the golf course. Thanks for your time, pal.
Yeah.
Pleasure, lads.
Get the suntan cream on, Charlie.
Factor 50 is on.
Thanks, Charlie. Have a great day. Former Scotland midfielder Charlie Adam there. Right, don't forget, if you want the chance to win £26,000 tax-free cash, pin back your lug-holes. All you have to do is head to talksportwin.com to enter for full T's and C's as well. TalkSport are here to fund your summer, so make sure you get involved. It's talksportwin.com. Still to come on the Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on TalkSport with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Yeah, we're going to have the legendary England goalkeeper David Seaman on the show to get his thoughts on this Troy Deeney comment.
I can't see us winning the World Cup where we've got Jordan Pickford to go. He scares the life out of me. Every time he has the ball at his feet, I'm like, go on, pass it now. No, pass it now. Now, pass it, and then he gets a foul. Like, doesn't make me feel calm and collected out, and Alisson does for Brazil.
We'll also get his thoughts on some news regarding the World Cup ball. That'll be interesting. Stay tuned to find out what that is. And, of course, keep your England calls coming in, 03717 722 3344. Next up, we'll ask Gabby, after a sensational performances from Haaland, Mbappe and Messi last night, which player would he love at Villa the most next season? Can't have all three. That was our breakfast preview with the wonderful people at Travis Perkins. It's 8:47.
Superstar Breakfast preview on TalkSport with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
Talking about Jude Bellingham, because of his talent, because of his ability, Kyle, he's often the focus of attention, isn't he? I mean, tell us, you've been in the same dressing room as him. What's he like as a person?
No, he's good, and I think he carries a lot of weight on his shoulders for such a young boy. I think people probably forget how young he is. Obviously, he's gone on from leaps and bounds from Birmingham City to Dortmund now playing for, one of, if not the biggest clubs in the world. But I was saying it before. I think Morgan Rogers is a great player. I play with him at City. He's done unbelievable for Villa. But I just think in them moments, Jude Bellingham probably pips him just because of the big game moments. And last night proved that.
Yeah.
How good is he? Because you've been in training with him, you played with him. Because when we watch him, I just see someone who can score left foot, right foot. I see someone who can get box to box, good in the air. Looks like the complete player.
Yeah, I think, he's an all-rounder. He can tackle, he can defend, he can attack, he scores goals. As you just said, left, right foot, he's got an engine on him. Is he a silky number 10 that we're probably used to seeing in the Premier League? Probably not. He's more of a powerhouse, but, in these conditions that they're playing the World Cup in like this, it could work to our advantage with having him, Declan and, Anderson that all have good engines on them and then can get up and down the pitch.
Does it ever get to him, the sort of criticism that he gets, the media attention that he gets?
I think probably it does. I think probably it does some way, but I don't think you can let it get to you. I think when you're a big football player like that with a name that you've got, obviously you're going to hear and you're going to see. People are going to tell you what people are saying, but you have to take that pressure. You're Jude Bellingham. You're Jude Bellingham, and you've got that pressure on your shoulder. You're playing for Real Madrid and also representing England in a number 10 jersey, so you've got to deal with it.
We've seen a few months ago, there were journalists saying that he shouldn't.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received. Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Morning, everyone. You listen to The Breakfast Show, 8:52. In about 10 seconds' time, it's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. We are, as you would imagine, going nuts about the World Cup. In fact, we went nuts over the middle of the night because last night we saw 3 of the World Cup's big guns deliver yet again.
It is Lionel Messi chasing records for the reigning champions Argentina. And here is Messi! And that's the moment they came for. 17 goals for Argentina's greatest of all time.
It's all geared to Messi, and why not? Because he's the best player on the planet right now.
Messi again! And this time he does score! Messi is dominating this World Cup.
Lionel Messi gets the headlines always, and that's understandable.
Throwing down the gauntlet to Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe later on today.
Over to you then, Kylian. Do something about that. And Kylian Mbappe had an absolute gift to take his World Cup goal tally to 16.
Into Haaland! And Erling Haaland has another! What a finish, though!
I mean, what more can we say about this finisher? This deadly, deadly finisher.
What a night it was. Algeria left it late. They beat Jordan 2-1 in Group J. That was in the early hours. Finished just as we came on air, actually. But it was a night for the stars. Messi and Mbappe, Haaland all scored braces in wins for their teams, meaning they've got, get this, 14 goals between the 3 of them already. That's nuts. Argentina, they beat Austria 2-0 in Group J. France beat Iraq 3-0. And Norway beat Senegal 3-2 in Group I. It's Harry Kane's turn tonight, of course, to show the world why he's one of the best players on the planet. So, Gab, we thought we would put to you to compare these modern day greats.
Why not?
Right, so I've got some questions for you.
Okay.
Do you want some music underneath? Do you want Bill to try and find music?
Well, Bill will find music, unlike Ed. So
Ed would find music we've heard a million times. Do you think Bill can come up with something?
5 seconds of a song as well, Ed.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise he gets in trouble. So we thought we'd put these to compare.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
to
compare.
some modern day greats with this music that Ed's not
Can't
here.
get, yeah.
So that means Bill has got the music and he's going to press play now. You like that?
Oh, go on, Bill.
That's what he did.
The man.
His little smile.
This is a tune, by the
Good work,
way.
Bill, well done.
California.
Bill, by the way, on YCS training, earning his £14.95.
In the city.
Right, first up, out of the three, okay? The answers are very simple. Out of four, are we going 4? 4 or 3?
Hurry up.
I think we're going 4. Kane and Mbappe.
Hurry up.
Kane and Mbappe, Haaland and Messi. Best finisher.
Messi.
You just it. You don't want to elaborate. Okay.
You know why? Because I don't think there's any other player in our generation who scored 91 goals in a calendar year.
Yeah,
say no more.
I think you're going to say Messi for most of this. Best dribbler.
Messi.
Okay. Who's got the biggest aura?
Ooh. Messi.
Yeah. Who do you think is the best teammate?
Ooh.
Probably Messi again, isn't it?
Messi.
Yeah, Messi, yeah. Finally, who's the most valuable player?
Okay, so valuable.
I don't think producer Ollie thought this section through, is he?
Yeah. Valuable on price. I'm not going Messi on this one. I'm not going Mbappe. I'm not going Kane. I'm going Haaland only because he's the youngest.
Right.
So because Mbappe's 27, Haaland's 25, obviously there's more value in Haaland.
Who would you like to see in a Villa shirt next season?
Messi.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Villa win.
Aston Villa got £100 million.
Messi.
And all 4 clubs that these players play for have all accepted £100 million for their player.
Yeah.
So Man City have gone, Haaland, you can have £100 million. Mbappe, we have. I'm just trying to extend this part.
All right, go on. No, we've still got time. Go on.
Messi into Miami. Yeah, £100 million.
Haaland.
And I've said Haaland. And Bayern Munich. £100 million, yeah, all agree.
Messi. If Aston Villa sign Messi, they win the Champions League and the Premier League.
Come on.
We got to the quarterfinals.
It's a long season. It's a long season.
Andy, come on, mate. We got to the quarterfinals 2 years ago. PSG got away with it because Asensio should score.
They got away with it.
They did, mate. If you watch the game at Villa Park, Asensio runs through, he should score. The saves that Donnarumma was making, Aston Villa on them. Another 10 minutes, we get the goal that's exited to extra time.
I've got a theory. Right? Turn the music down a bit. Phil, I've got a music.
All right, two pack and wait.
I've got a theory. Now, I've done drive time. I've done talkSPORT for nearly 20 years. I've done drive time for 5, Sports Bar for 14.
You get a present for that 20-year anniversary? Or?
I should do, like a gold clock or something, shouldn't I? I've got a theory that no matter what you say, there'll always be someone to moan.
Okay.
I've done shows about Harry Kane. He's not the best. He's not the great. I reckon there's someone out there that doesn't rate Messi.
Can I read some of Messi's records?
Hold on, can I just say before you do that?
Yeah.
If you're listening to this going, he's overrated, what are you talking about? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Not if you love Messi, if you think he's overrated.
Yeah.
03717.
You want an argument, yeah.
03717 223344. If you don't rate Messi as the greatest ever, all right? There'll be one out there.
Yeah. Look at these stats, though.
Go on.
Since turning 35, Messi has scored 12 World Cup goals. Ronaldo's got 8 in his total appearances in the World Cup. Most Ballon d'Ors, Messi, 8. Most major trophies, Messi, 46. Most goal contributions, Messi, over 1,320 goal contributions. Wow. Most World Cup goals, Messi, 17. Most La Liga goals, Messi, 474.
It is from memory,
Most La Liga assists, 192. Most goals in a calendar year, 91. Most goals for a single club, 672 for Barcelona.
You know what?
Most goals for Argentina, 121. Right. Most European Golden Shoe Awards, 6. Sorry,
well done.
I'm out of breath. There's more.
That's all from memory,
I'm out of breath. 1 second. We get water.
Just maybe do it carry it on when we come back from.
1 second.
Unless you're Piers Morgan, of course. He rates Maradona as the greatest Argentinian and Ronaldo, obviously, as the greatest player.
So what makes him laugh about Piers, though? Messi missed a penalty and he posted on his Twitter saying the GOAT at missing penalties. And he knows what he's doing because,
don't bite.
The comments, mate.
Don't bite.
Thousands.
Don't bite. If you think that Messi's overrated, Henry's back on the phones. Is it Henry or Lucy? It's Henry. Let's get that burger from this time in the morning. That's a big old... Oh, it's a kebab. Oh, it's both. He's got both. If you want Henry to put down his burger and kebab and you want to phone up, because you don't think Messi is the greatest. 03717223344. We'll take calls in just a moment. Up next, last hour of the show. Can England win the World Cup with Pickford in goal? Of course we can. We'll be asking that question to the legend that is David Seaman. Seaman, right after the break.
Bill's the man.
She says, if you pardon the expression, where the dad, of course, is completely useless at the birth of a child. That's her view, not mine. And she goes on to say, you're not going to cut an umbilical cord. You cannot miss a World Cup. Where do you stand on this, Troy?
It's the first time I've heard what the lady said.
She's strong.
She's an idiot, is what she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well
said.
I think having a child is obviously the greatest thing that any human can do, in my opinion. And you know, say you're not going to cut the umbilical cord. Well, that's silly because you can do that. But also, who are you to question somebody else's desire to be there with their child and their family? I think this would have been a conversation with Belgium beforehand. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I also think as well, you know, if I want to go be with my family because we're having a baby, who's reporter A to say whatever she wants to say? But also, let's flip that now. And a male had said that.
Oh, yes, it would be misogyny to the highest level.
Yeah, I just think sometimes we live in a new world now where everyone wants to have clickbait and everyone wants to have a headline. But I miss the good old days where you could just tell someone, just shut up, because she's talking absolute nonsense. I've been fortunate enough to have 5 kids, and I've not missed the birth of one of them.
You haven't missed the birth of one of them. She is strong, Simon. I'm looking at another quote coming out of L'Equipe. France Pierron. She says, you're living out a childhood dream, yet you're going to walk away from it all to attend the birth of your child.
It's not easy to follow in the footsteps of your idol, especially when he's Diego Maradona and your country expects you to emulate him. That was the burden Lionel Messi would carry on his remarkable World Cup journey. In 2006, a baby-faced 18-year-old Messi scored on his tournament debut in a 6-0 rout of Serbia and Montenegro, but Argentina would be knocked out by Germany. By 2010, Messi was the best player in the world and under pressure to inherit Maradona's crown. But again, it didn't go all that well. He didn't score a single goal, and for the second tournament in a row, Argentina would be knocked out in the quarter-finals by Germany. A year later, Messi was made permanent captain of his country, and the pressure ramped up further. Their last major honour had been the 1993 Copa America. Anticipation was off the scale in 2014, which was surely their year, right? Argentina battled to the final, but who was waiting for them? Germany, and they nicked a late goal in extra time. Messi had fallen at the final hurdle, and the golden ball was no consolation. By 2018, patience was wearing thin, but a disaster of a tournament saw Argentina finish second in their group and go out to France in the round of 16. This was never going to happen for Messi, but hope began to return. Messi lifted the Copa America in 2021, so going into 2022, the tension in Argentina was palpable. Messi and his team scraped through the groups and then got past Australia, the Netherlands and Croatia. France and this guy awaited in the final, and it was one of the great World Cup spectacles. Messi scored 2 as the game went the full distance, but when Argentina's winning penalty went in, Messi didn't run. He sank to his knees. All that waiting, the trials, the pressure, the anguish, he'd done it. 36 years after Maradona became Argentina's forever hero, Messi finally had fulfilled his destiny.
Morning, everyone. 4 minutes past 9. You're listening to the World Cup Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark by used car and the upgrade event. Get 2 years pre-servicing plus the chance to win the cost of it back this June. Usually when the Premier League season is over and there's no football, you miss the Premier League. When it's international break, you miss the Premier League. You missing it at all?
No. Not with the World Cup.
Are you stunned at how much you're enjoying the World Cup at the moment?
I'm a bit shocked, yeah, because the early stages, so many games that I thought I wouldn't. But even some of the games like Iran the other day against Belgium.
Yeah.
Yes, it wasn't the greatest of game, but I enjoyed the way Iran were fighting for their lives in the way they were playing.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper was good. Cape Verde, Curacao. The smaller nations in quality, I'm enjoying watching them, definitely.
Yeah. Is it taking something away from it? Let me have a look. The kickoff times.
Kickoff times are annoying because there's been games where I want to watch, but I'm going to miss. Like tonight, I want to watch Colombia. I like watching Colombia. Their fan base are so passionate as well.
So you got
Colombia, Congo at 3 a.m. It's a bit annoying.
That's right.
Missing.
You got Panama, Croatia at midnight. Is that a problem?
Yeah. Midnight's a problem. But you know what I love, Andy, is when the World Cup or the Euros, obviously in Europe, it's like you got games on during the day, mate. So you can literally, like, when you're not working, you got a game at 12 p.m. You got a game at 1 p.m.
But
3 p.m. 4
do you
p.m.
think football, like our TV times are dictated to us by what shows we're working on, right?
Yes.
So if we do breakfast, for argument's sake, we finish at 10. Euros, we can watch the 2 o'clocks, the 4 o'clocks.
Every game.
Perfect. But normal people in normal jobs, they can't do that. So they probably love the fact they get home and there's a 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
100%, yeah, 100%. But it'd just be nice to be able to watch some of these games that we're missing out on.
Yeah.
It's not the same, is it? The 8-minute highlights you get to watch. But very impressed, mate. And I'm looking at some of the teams, mate. Japan. You do not want to play Japan in the last 32. I'll tell you that straight. Because I watched them the other night and they are very good. Even Maeda from Celtic didn't get on the pitch the other night.
No.
Unused sub.
No, I know you talked about that.
So, like, how good Japan are. Matoma, not available for this World Cup as well. They've got some very good players. And they'll be a team that you do not want to play, man.
No.
Guarantee you.
We are gearing up, of course, to England. A huge night tonight. And England's performance against Croatia was something we should, hopefully, be getting used to seeing as they face Ghana. That one at 9 p.m, by the way, in Boston. This evening, live on talkSPORT. Now, despite a convincing 4-2 victory against Croatia, England's defensive frailties have left a few pundits worried. And some, this is very bizarre, some have even started to question Jordan Pickford in goal. No, I can't believe it either. Have a listen to this. This is Troy Deeney.
I think defensively we're pretty poor. I've said it before, and apparently I got a little bit of stick on socials. My opinion, and happy to say at the end of it, I'm wrong if we win it. I can't see us winning the World Cup where you've got Jordan Pickford in goal. I just can't. He scares the life out of me. Every time he has the ball at his feet, I'm like, go on, pass it now. No, pass it now. Now, pass it, and then he gets a foul.
Yeah.
Just doesn't make me feel calm and collected out, and Alisson does for Brazil, for example.
I do find that bizarre. Very strange.
Some of the saves he's made for
he's never let the country down.
He's
no.
Fantastic goalkeeper.
The tournament, by the way, is averaging a staggering 3.13 goals per game. That's the highest rate at this stage of World Cup since 1958. Now, Pickford, I don't know if you're aware of this, holds the record for the most games in goal for England at major tournaments. But is Troy Deeney right? Can England win the World Cup with Pickford in goal? I think yay. You think yay. But who better to ask than the man who made 75 appearances for England between the sticks. I know you love Seaman. Dave Seaman joins us now. Morning, David.
You right, Dave?
Good morning, guys. You okay?
Sorry, are you in the middle of filming I'm a Celebrity? Where are you?
Does this give it away a bit?
Bit of fishing. Oh, bit of fishing. Have you just started, or has it been through the night?
It's been through the night, mate. I'm just packing up. I'm on my way home straight after this.
Amazing.
So, yeah. No fish to date.
Dave, you've been fishing through the night on your own?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always do it, mate. It's nice. It's a nice time. It's a bit of me time to get away.
I like that.
And believe it or not, weirdly, with this weather, you know, when you get a breeze, you actually feel the breeze when you're at the lake. So it's it's quite nice.
If that's what you're after, you come around mine. I've got a fan. I'll just put that in your face.
Have you got some carp in your garden?
There's a butcher across the road. I can see what meat he's got in for you. It wouldn't be fish, but well, that's nice. You did it. That's lovely.
I like that.
Presumably, you weren't hit by the storm. There was a hell of a storm.
Yeah, I got a great lightning display last night. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad, but I was in my tent and tucked away. And if that doesn't work, I get in my van. I've got an actual fishing van, so I'm all sorted, mate.
That's amazing. That's great. Right, we've got lots to talk to you about with regards to England goalkeepers. I want you to have a listen to this. Actually, a lot has been said about the World Cup ball. Declan Rice thinks the ball makes life a lot tougher for goalkeepers. Have a listen to this, David.
For us, it doesn't make a difference, but for the keepers, I've noticed that even when I'm shooting the ball, it definitely travels a bit quicker than the others. So I think for keepers, they're probably getting the worst of it. But for players, I think it's actually probably of an advantage because the ball zips around quicker, you can pass it quicker, you can shoot quicker. So yeah, I actually don't mind the ball in a bad way.
Former England goalkeeper Joe Hart agrees, believing the new ball is giving keepers a complete nightmare. What's your view on it? Do you agree? Have you noticed the difference, David?
Yeah, massively. And you actually trained with it, Andy, when we did Soccer Aid. That was the ball. And I don't know whether you noticed, it does move a lot quicker.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. It was probably lost on me. But thank you so much. Thanks so much for just even implying that I may know the difference. But I didn't. I'll be honest. But for you guys, obviously, you know exactly what it's like playing with so many different footballs throughout your career. So, what are the major differences then? Is that why we're seeing more goals?
I think so. I think the speed of it is the major factor. And you're seeing a lot of the goalkeepers where they seem late on the ball. Even when you look at the goal against Jordan. In our first game, he got a hand to it, but he was too late with his dive. I've seen other goalkeepers doing exactly the same. There's technology in the ball as well. I don't know whether that's making it wobble, but I've seen that happening as well. And Joe's right. It is difficult. And Deck, when they hit it, it really travels.
You're right, though. There's been a lot of goals from outside the box, hasn't it? And Mbappe scored one against Mendy, didn't he? He scored one last night with his left foot as well.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about, Gab. The one that Mbappe scored when he hit it from outside the box. When you look at the keeper, you're thinking to yourself, he should save that.
Yeah.
But the speed of it makes him look silly. And it did that a little bit with Jordan's, with the one of England.
What do you think about... Go on, carry on. Sorry, mate.
By the way, I can't believe that we're saying, that... we can't win a World Cup without Jordan Pickford.
Incredible.
If we didn't have Jordan Pickford, we wouldn't be there, mate.
Exactly.
So.
How good is he, Dave? Because, yes, at times when I'm watching recently, sometimes he's taking a few risks at the back, but, I mean, he's one of the best passers that you've got at the World Cup, hasn't he, with a football?
He's always done that, Gab, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We've seen it. We've seen his style. His style's different, Sometimes, even like looking back, he used to make me a little bit nervous when I used to watch him, but that's just his style. That's the way he is. There's different ways of being a goalkeeper. You look at people like Peter Schmeichel, Petr Cech, me, 3 totally different styles of being a goalkeeper. And now Jordan's got his own style, and that's what makes him work, and he's, I don't know what's happened with Troy, whether they've had a row or something, but I was shocked a bit with that remark.
David, listen, you've played at the highest level for club and country. How different is playing for England? How different is playing for England at a major tournament? And also, does it feel different? Does it feel bigger the deeper you go into a tournament for England?
Yeah, it does, Andy. The hardest part is your first game. And England had to wait a long time for their first game. They're seeing everybody else play, and the pressure builds. You've got all that anticipation. You can't wait to get on the pitch. But then you've got to wait and wait and wait. And, okay, the result was fantastic. The the game tonight might be a little bit different. You know, I don't think it's going to be as easy as what people think. But yeah, the pressure builds. You know, and it's just you just can't wait to get out there. You know, it's just one of those feelings.
A lot has been said about the centre-back partnerships at the World Cup. Pickford obviously so used to the likes of Walker and Stones and Maguire in front of him in big games. Do you think the lack of consistency at centre-back should be an issue?
Only in team play and team styles, you know, players getting used to each other. I think that's what we saw in the first game against Croatia, that there was little gaps appearing where normally when you play together, those gaps are covered by each other, by the two centre-halves or by the full-backs. And I think that was the only thing that I noticed. You know, then we changed it in the second half. But we'll see. It'll probably start with the same team from tonight. Or does he go in with Gay? But for me, I start with the same team, and then if it doesn't look right, then you can change it. You know, we've got some fantastic options on the bench, so use that when you've got it.
Dave, we used to attackers and wingers, midfielders getting all the credit rather than defenders and goalkeepers. But this tournament, the Curaçao goalkeeper, the Cape Verde goalkeeper, the Iranian goalkeeper have had a lot of credit. Is that good to see as well, mate?
It's good for me to see, you know, like obviously being in the goalies union, you know, it's great to see goalies having a great World Cup and making some saves. And, you know, these are life-changing moments, you know, they're memories forever. You know, obviously there's also the other side of it. When you make a mistake, their memories forever as well. But, yeah, the standard of goalkeeping for me is getting better and better across the world. You know, and that's all down to all the coaching these guys are getting. You know, they're getting it from a young age. I'll go in at Arsenal, Gab, and I'm with some under 18s sometimes or under 21s, and I say to them, guys, I'm like, you are technically better than I was when I was your age, because they've had all this coaching.
Yes,
you know, they've had coaching since they were 8.
It's all they've known, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, and then that extra bit is, you know, what's in between the ears. You know, it's can you cope with the pressure? Can you still make those saves under pressure? But you know, I'm really happy with the standard of goalkeeper that I'm seeing at the moment.
David, we're really happy with you being on our show. Thanks. It looks so tranquil there. We can hear the birds singing behind
jealous.
you. Very jealous. What a great morning or great
cool,
night.
Mate. There you go.
It looks mega. That's fantastic.
Top man.
There's some big fish in there, mate.
Yeah. How would you know? You got none, didn't you?
Hey, I've got photos.
What will the score be tonight, Dave, before I let you go? What do you fancy?
I'm gonna go 3-0 England, mate.
Okay. Good. Well, listen, always a pleasure. Have a great day. Thanks so much for your time.
Dave.
See you soon.
Love
Cheers,
seeing
guys,
him, man.
thanks.
I love it.
How relaxed did he look?
Amazing.
He was fantastic, isn't he?
Yeah. I like that, though, going on your
Oh,
own.
I couldn't do that.
You can't be your own company.
I couldn't do that.
You couldn't go...
Not all night fishing on my own, no.
Why not? You don't like your own company?
I like it. I prefer...
You don't sound like it.
At the moment, I'm wishing I was on my own. Don't forget England against Cardiff live on talkSPORT tonight. It kicks off at 9 p.m. Coming up, we'll hear from a caller who believes Messi's overrated. No, we've not found one. Why? Just a reminder, he scored 2 goals last night in a 2-0 win against Argentina. Sorry, for Argentina against Austria. Now the leading goal scorer in World Cup history. But we've got someone, join us in just a moment, who thinks he's overrated. It's 9:16.
Now, earlier in the show, we asked the all-important question. Who was faster in their pomp? Kyle Walker or Gabby Agbonlahor? Well, talkSPORT's Anil Kandala was at the talkSPORT fan zone at Villa Park last night for England against Croatia, and he put that question to some of the fans in attendance.
It's a tough call, but I'd go for Gabby. He was awesome, and no defender wants anybody with that pace running at them. So I'd go for Gabby. I would.
Quicker than Kyle Walker?
I think so. Yeah, I do. And I'm sure Gabby would agree with me.
Gabby.
Well, he used to dart across the field, and I think he's better than Kyle, to be honest.
Well, we had Kyle on loan for us for many years ago, and he was quick, but Gabby was quicker.
And there you go. It might be a little bit unfair because Gabby Agbonlahor is in that building behind me, but it seems that Gabby's got the vote.
Right, the rest of the world.
He actually spoke to about 100 people who were there, but we only decided to show 3, okay?
I clipped that up for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? When I think about Kyle, when I go back to that game, Kyle, of like, I think it might be Germany at Wembley, and you was right side of the 3, but like you was all the way on the right back position, and I was at the game, mate, and you come sprinting across, mate. Someone was through on goal. I can't remember who it was. It was Muller, yeah. I'm like, where has this guy come from? And you've done that for the last 15, 16 years, mate. Your centre-half pairings with England and Manchester City must have been looking at you thinking like, okay, maybe I can leave a bit of space in behind, because you would always just come out of nowhere and cover.
Yeah, I think that was what my game was based on. You know, I probably didn't create that much going forward with assists and stuff. I chipped in with a few, but not as much as probably what I should have done.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received. Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Morning, everyone. You're waking up to me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, World Cup Breakfast Show. You notice how rude Ollie, the producer, is? No respect for talent.
What's he done now?
That's just the way he talks to you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's disgusting. With me, he's absolutely fine, but you shows you
Why
no
don't
respect.
you record him and go
Should
to
do
HR?
that. I might do that.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Oh!
We'll never. We don't want coffee, no. Is that what you're offering? Is that what you're miming? Right, time now to look ahead to all of tonight's action with our wonderful friends at Shaw.
High pressure picks on talkSPORT with Shaw, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
So England, of course, in action against Ghana. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. But before that, could the World Cup get worse for this man?
'Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down. Square to Bruno Fernandes into contest now in the penalty area. Squares it for Ronaldo. Behind it goes for the goal kick.
I think they can win this World Cup, Portugal. They're good enough. But it won't be because of the brilliance of Cristiano Ronaldo. He will hinder them.
DR Congo have held Portugal to a 1-1 draw. Cristiano Ronaldo was an absolute passenger.
When you look for goals, you need to have Cristiano on the pitch. It makes no sense to get the best goal scorer in world football out in a game that you need goals.
CR7 football, whatever people think, he's past his best.
Yes.
End of story.
Messi makes his teammates better. You know what Ronaldo does? He limits his teammates. Ronaldo can't lace Messi's boots.
Here is Messi! And that's the moment they came for. Lionel Messi becomes the World Cup's all-time top goal scorer.
But it's not good to listen that.
Yeah, it was indeed a very bad day for Ronaldo last week, with a lot of people calling him to be dropped, would you believe? And it's only gone from bad to worse, with his all-time rival Lionel Messi setting the World Cup alight, scoring 5 goals already. Has the chance to make amends tonight, of course, against Uzbekistan. It's live on talkSPORT 2. That one from 6 p.m. Will he start, Gab?
I think he starts, yeah.
What are you giggling at?
I can picture tonight Ronaldo just shooting from anywhere. No, you want to
Goal kick,
impress at
bang.
school, mate, and you just like, just give him the ball in the playground, just shoot it from anywhere. Everyone else just like, okay, please get him a goal.
Yeah, it would be. There was a couple of times last night where Messi's teammates were looking for Messi all the time. I just feel the opposite will happen tonight.
Yes.
So I ain't passing to him.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a shame though, because you want Portugal to do well. Obviously, not if we have to play them, but tonight it's about getting the points, not about Ronaldo scoring.
Should we go to the phone lines?
Why not?
We're asking the question: does anyone think that Messi's overrated?
Please don't say it.
Or maybe Ronaldo's better. I'm expecting Troy Deeney to phone up and have an argument with us. Wayne is a Man United fan. Morning, Wayne.
Morning, Wayne.
Good morning, lads. You all right?
We're good. How are you, Wazza?
Mates.
Before we get anywhere, I'm not saying that he can't play football. However, I remember watching a young lad come onto the pitch at Old Trafford. I watched him become a Ballon d'Or and European winner at Old Trafford. He then went to Spain, He then went to Italy, and he's tore it up in Saudi Arabia.
And he what? Sorry, what was the last? Hold on. What was the last bit? He tore it up in Saudi Arabia. Did you say?
Yeah, and he's now scoring goals left, right, and centre.
Tore it up in. Honestly, if that's what you bring into the party, tore it up in Saudi Arabia.
What a laugh that is, by the way.
Come on, Wayne.
Go on, he's done it in 4 different
We're not
leagues.
disputing Ronaldo's brilliance.
Yeah, and I think his stats stand up for themselves. Messi has been basically one club, Barcelona.
Oh, well, he tore it up in Miami.
Yeah, all right. But you know what I'm saying. He's played at Barcelona in a league where they have been mostly dominant, where his goal stats, most teams, when they play Barcelona, Real Madrid, are happy to take a 3-0 defeat.
Oh, okay.
They don't
Who's better, Wayne?
going to get something.
Who's better?
For me, as an individual, Ronaldo.
Okay. Let's go to Ollie, the Spurs fan.
Not even a good boy.
Morning, Ollie.
Morning, Ollie.
This one's worse.
All right, lads, you all right?
Yeah, we're good. Are we all right?
Yeah, not bad. Just want to say that Seaman, what a great keeper. Absolutely insane. But yeah,
You had a pint. You had your first pint this morning.
No, I'm just laughing at that guy saying Ronaldo's like insane. Like, he's not. But Messi isn't. He's overrated. He's overhyped. It's just it's a popularity contest, and everyone reckons Messi's like this golden walking person.
Ollie, just stop for a moment. Have you got your radio on?
Yes, mate. A little bit. Don't turn it down.
Turn it off. No, turn it off because we're getting feedback. Because
there you go, mate.
It sounds what's sounding like. It sounded like you're saying Messi's overrated, which of course no one on the planet would ever say. So what have you phoned up to say?
I'm saying, like, it's just a popularity contest. Like, Messi is overhyped. Like, he's not. He's a good player, but he gets given all the decisions, and Almiron got sent off for covering his mouth. Messi doesn't even get looked at. Like, it's just a popularity.
When did Messi
contest.
cover his mouth?
Last night.
To an opposition player?
No, sorry. It's not covering your mouth. You know that's not the rule. It's covering your mouth in an incident
with an opposition player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's just a popularity contest to Messi.
Who scored the most goals in World Cup history?
Yeah, Messi did, but
who's the plonker next to you that's feeding you the lines? Can you not speak for yourself?
Yeah, I can, but it's just Messi's just washed up now, mate. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember my first pint. I didn't have it this early in the morning. Thanks for that, Ollie.
Yeah, not a great call, mate.
Yeah, that's okay. Listen,
his name's Ollie, though.
Yeah. What do you expect from people called Ollie?
Yeah. All the Olivers out there that have a decent take, can you phone in?
Yeah, maybe
have to work with one.
Maybe we should do Ollie Wednesday. You can only phone up the show if your name's Ollie. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That was a look ahead with Shaw non-stop protection deodorant that won't ever let you down. Ollie's just let us down. Coming up, we'll turn our attention to the race for the Golden Boot, and also, if you missed it earlier, TV superstar James Corden was on the show. He explained how he influenced Kylian Mbappe on the pitch. Stay tuned. This is the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's 9:28.
High pressure picks on talkSPORT with Shaw, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Saka's England teammate Ollie Watkins, he spoke to the media over the weekend and says managing the Arsenal winger's injury is crucial to the team progressing.
Not in the physio department, but look, he hasn't missed a day of training, so I think that's a good thing. I think he's played so many games throughout these last few years. You can see because he's a crucial player for Arsenal and very important because he's a top quality player and he brings quality to the pitch. For Arsenal and England, I think he's very important, as everyone can see. So I think, managing, niggles going into a competition is very important. For the later stages, you need important players like him to be ready to play and step up when called upon. So, to play with him, I've only played with him a handful of times, but he's very unselfish and, that's perfect as a striker, someone who's always looking for you. And I feel like he makes always the right decision as a footballer. Whenever he receives the ball, he's going to always make the right decision, and I think that's the hardest thing to do in football.
How important is Saka? Do you want him to start tomorrow night? Because I thought the difference between him and Noni Madueke was big, understandably.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because he has come out and said that he's fine to start, but it's about the injury. An Achilles injury you have to be careful with. I would start him tomorrow. And then why can't you bring him off at half time like Spain did with Lamine Yamal?
Yeah.
I think when he come on, he showed. Madueke, listen, a very good player. When he gets into certain positions, it's the wrong pass or it's the wrong shot and he smashes at shots. But that same position, Saka's more likely to score, to make the right pass. So I think there's a total...
It's one of the most infamous moments in World Cup history. Zidane's headbutt on Marco Materazzi in the 2006 final sent shockwaves through the footballing world. It wasn't a particularly ill-tempered final. Argentinian ref Horacio Elizondo had only shown 3 yellow cards until this point in extra time. Zidane and Materazzi had been the main protagonists of the match so far. Materazzi committed the foul for the penalty, which Zidane scored after 7 minutes. Then 12 minutes later, Materazzi equalised from a corner. Materazzi said in the 2020 interview he was asked at half-time to man-mark Zidane. So they'd been literally rubbing each other up the wrong way for more than an hour before the tension boiled over in extra time. Some reports suggested Materazzi had insulted Zidane's mother, but he successfully refuted that in a libel case 2 years later. According to the Italian, Zidane started it with a little insult, saying, "I'll give you my shirt later." Then he responded by saying, "I'd rather have your sister than your shirt." And Zidane switched. In 2022, he said, "I'm not at all proud of what I did, but it's part of my past." But would he apologise? To his teammates and fans, yes. But to Materazzi? I'd rather die.
Non, je ne regrette rien.
Morning, everyone. 9:34. It's the World Cup breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark, who are celebrating what's set to be a massive month of football. And you could be a huge winner in their June upgrade event. It's we've got some acting to do now. Are you ready for the acting?
Go on.
Okay, time now for this. England fans will be waking up across the country feeling a little bit giddy for England's second group game and the chance of qualification into the knockout round. Well, if you're in the Midlands area, there's only one place to watch England tonight. Gabs, you're at the talkSPORT fan zone for the first game. Oh, acting now, sorry. Gabs, you're at the talkSPORT fan zone, weren't you, for the first game?
I loved it, mate. Yes, speaking with Villa fans. Neil was good as well, presenter. And talkSPORT Andrew have teamed up with Aston Villa to create this fan zone at the SI warehouse right next to Villa Park.
No way, tell me more.
It's an incredible venue.
Is it? Yeah.
It's an incredible atmosphere.
That's good, yeah.
We're doing all the England games there.
Oh,
the place was jumping.
Was it really?
When those goals went in last week.
Yeah.
Also, you get a free pint.
No way.
A big pint as well.
What, with your ticket?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Are you going back there on Saturday for the Panama game, Gabs?
I wouldn't miss it for the world, Andrew. That's right. I'll be there. It should be very lively on Saturday night. I cannot wait.
How'd you get a ticket?
Just head to talksport.com/fanzones to get your ticket for either tonight's game or Saturday.
Anything
or
else? Oh, yeah,
get your ticket on the door from the box office.
No way.
Incredible, mate. Villa Park behind you, European champions.
Yeah. That's good acting.
Fantastic city
That's really
as well.
good acting. I enjoyed that.
I mean, before the game, go to enjoy Birmingham, the canals, the mailbox. We've got the bull ring. We've got, honestly, it's incredible.
That
city,
sounds
mate.
great, mate.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mate. Second city, not Manchester. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, get yourself there, pal.
Finished?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
That's all right, it's fine. I thought we did quite well there.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Shall we talk about the Golden Boot?
Why not, mate?
Okay. Well, let's talk about the Golden Boot holder. Mbappe scored another 2 goals last night against Iraq. But last week, if you were watching closely, you would have noticed when Mbappe scored his first goal against Senegal, he whipped out the flute celebration. Excuse me. This came from a promise he made to James Corden on his carpool karaoke that he would pull out a fake flute if he scored the goal. Well, we were joined by James Corden earlier on in today's show, who gave us his reaction to the Frenchman keeping his promise.
I was in the kitchen and my dad just went, "He did the flutes! He did the flutes!" And I ran in. And then my phone just exploded in a way that it hasn't exploded since, like, the Gavin and Stacey finale, in terms of people getting in touch with me and just people going, I don't know, it was nuts, man. And I can't believe he did it. And then I got sent a video after the game of a mutual friend who just went, and he just leant into the camera and he went, I told you I'd do it.
Oh,
and then walked away.
wow.
And it was, it was nuts that he did that. It was nuts that he remembered.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Gav, look, you're good mates with Ollie Watkins, right?
Not good mates. I'll speak to him now and then.
Have you got his text number?
No, mate, no.
Oh, so you're not mates at all then?
No.
You're not mates at all?
No.
You can't be mates with someone.
I know him to say hello to, but not good mates.
Oh, right. Do you know anyone that's playing for England?
Not as good mates, no, I don't know.
Oh, so you can't get any Englishman to do a celebration? If
I can't, mate, I can't, no.
What one would you get if you knew Ollie Watkins and you said, if you score, can you do this? What would you get him to do?
Oh, I think I used to love that celebration. No, my hands to lips.
Quiet one. Who would you be doing that to? Arsenal fans?
I used to do it to every fan base, mate.
Who would you do?
Now, who ought to do it to? Oh, yeah, Arsenal fans. Yeah, give me a lot of stick, mate. I'm a nice guy, mate.
Yeah. I know you're a lovely fella.
I'm a nice guy.
I've learned that over the last. Yeah.
And they give me a lot of abuse.
Yeah, a lot of people slagged you off to me before I did work with you. And I went, do you know what? He's a nice fella.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm just a family man.
Easy.
To work, does my job, goes home, mate.
Thought he was pregnant, but he's not.
Yeah, and maybe one day I will be, but at the moment I'm not. I'm happy about it.
Would you like to be pregnant?
Not really, no. It looks
too
painful,
old,
doesn't it?
Too old.
Yeah, it looks painful, doesn't it? Make sleepless nights.
Yeah.
You can't eat certain foods, you can't have a little drink now and then. Yeah, not for me, mate.
It's not good, is it?
Nah, not for me, mate.
Tough for the lady.
Say again, sorry?
Tough for the lady.
Is it?
Or the man, whoever's pregnant.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Or is it part of life?
You're trying to. Have you been reading How to Win Friends and Influence People this morning?
No, it's tough. I agree.
Yeah, tougher for the man, as we alluded to yesterday.
Yeah, because you don't sleep.
No,
you have to do more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to help out.
You got to run about all the time. Get me this, get me that. Exactly. Have you packed the bag for the hospital?
Yep. Your hand hurts when they're holding.
They grab it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mate, it's a lot. Men go through a lot.
We
mate.
don't get anywhere near the credit we've forgotten about.
All the men listening, like, no,
They know.
we deserve better.
Yeah, they know.
We do, mate.
If anything, we should get a medal, shouldn't we?
We do. Honestly, mate, we do, mate.
Yeah.
We're great.
You know, usually they congratulate the mother. Congratulations, Mrs. Smith. They should congratulate us, right?
Walk in and carry the baby away and go
Do
home.
that. We should look.
Come back for you 2 days. See you later. Thanks for that. Bye-bye.
I think that's probably got maybe 10, 20 more female listeners to the show. Easily, yeah.
Good, mate.
Should we move on quickly? The race for the Golden Boot is seriously on at this World Cup. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, 14 goals between them already. So we currently have each player's projected route to the final as it stands. So with this in mind, Gab, we want you to tell us who's going to win the Golden Boot. All right?
Okay.
So Messi, I like this. Messi's got 5 goals already. Argentina's projected route to the final. Cape Verde. Write down how many you think they get.
Okay.
Cape Verde.
Yep.
Belgium. Portugal. And then England. How many goals? No, don't write the teams. Right.
Okay, yeah, but let's not forget that Argentina last group game is Jordan. So
Right.
how many is he going to get against
Why has he not put
Jordan?
that in? Why have we not put that in?
Because, you know what I mean? Sometimes I've got to do their
production.
job for them, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Production
Yeah,
value.
it is, mate.
Yeah.
So could Messi get a hat-trick against Jordan?
Okay.
Does Messi even play against
All
Jordan?
right, well, I'll ask you. Jordan, how many goals?
I think he'll get minimum a brace if he plays.
Okay.
Big if.
Let's put him on 7.
Okay.
Cape Verde, how many goals?
I think they've defended very well. 0-0 against Spain. Let's say 1 against Cape Verde.
8. Belgium.
Well, Belgium are terrible defensively. Poor team. A brace.
10. Portugal, imagine that.
Portugal, could be tight. Let's give him 1 against Portugal.
11, and then England in the final.
0, mate.
So 11, you think he's going to get 11?
I'm guessing 11.
If you write that down.
If
'cause
he plays.
I can't be
If he
bothered.
plays.
Okay.
Against
Mbappe's
Jordan.
got 4 goals. France's projected route to the final.
Okay.
Norway.
Oh, you got the neck of the last
I'll
group
put that
game.
in, yeah.
Norway.
This is rubbish. I remember that.
Yeah, Norway. Both qualified already, maybe. So I'm going to go with 2 against Norway.
6. Sweden.
If he starts.
Yep.
Sweden, very, very poor defensively against Netherlands. Wow. Very poor. I'm going to go brace.
8.
I want to go more.
Germany,
not at their best defensively. 1.
9. Netherlands.
Ooh, I think I'll get a brace, mate.
11. And then Spain. Well, you think he's going to get one more, don't you?
Well, Spain aren't the best centre-half partnership.
No.
Laporte and Kabasi. I'm going to go 1 against Spain.
12. Write down 12.
And then England in the final, do you say?
No, I've just got Spain here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay,
We've got
12.
knocked out in this one for some reason. What do you mean he's making up as he goes along?
Go on then.
Don't know why we got to the final in the first one, but apparently in the second one, which we've made up, we haven't got.
We ain't got out of the group. He's definitely going to be double figures.
How's he done that? How's
Andy,
he
he's
come up with that?
definitely going to be double figures.
Okay. Haaland. I mean, Gould knows where he's going with this. 4 goals for Norway so far. France.
I don't think he scores against France.
All right. Ivory Coast.
Ooh.
Take your time.
2.
Okay, it's 6. Brazil.
Well, the way Gabriel's been playing, as Arsenal, I'll get hammered for that.
Yeah.
I think he scores against Brazil.
Okay, 7. England.
I think he can score against us, mate.
I think he gets 2.
I think he can get I think he can get a brace against
9,
us, mate.
and then Argentina. We've not made it through that game, by the way.
Argentina, score's going to be 7-7. I think he can score against that Argentina defence. Lissandro Martinez.
You want to give him 1?
Because he's 5'6". 1, yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So what you got?
10.
No, I mean in total.
10.
Oh, we've got England now. What time are we meant to be off air? Right, Harry Kane.
Okay.
I bet on paper this looked good, didn't it, Charlie? Yeah, we'll rattle through this. Little did he realise.
Harry Kane, right.
Right, he's got 2 goals.
Yeah.
How many's going to get
I
Ghana
think he
tonight?
scores a brace tonight.
That's 4.
I think he...
Live on talkSPORT.
I don't think he starts against Panama, but let's say he is going to start.
Okay.
I think he can get 2 against Panama.
6.
Yep.
DR Congo.
I think he can get 1 against Congo.
7. Mexico or Scotland. Hold on.
Okay, Scotland,
Mexico.
he can get 7. So, okay, I'm going to go Mexico. I'm going to go, he can score 1.
I've forgotten one more now.
Yeah, Mexico.
8, we're on 8.
Yeah.
Brazil.
He'll score against Brazil.
9. And Argentina.
I think he'll score against...
That's 10. So you've got Messi scoring 11.
Mbappe to get golden boot.
You got Messi scoring 11 and Mbappe 10. I don't think that's what you had, did you?
I had Mbappe 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ollie? I mean, stay off the buttons,
His
Ollie.
name's Ollie. Remember the caller?
Useless, isn't he? Absolutely useless. So you got Mbappe winning the golden boot with 12.
I think as well. Messi next game might be rested more than Mbappe will next game. I think.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you think when all the big heads are through their last group game, they'll rest?
I think so. Yeah, because you'd kick yourself, wouldn't you? Imagine someone pulls a hamstring. We've seen it happen already with players. There's been players at tournament after the first and second game, they've gone home with injury.
Yeah, true.
Out of the tournament. So why would you risk it? But then players like Mbappe, so hungry to score goals.
Yeah.
And just the way he's playing at the moment, he takes penalties as well, doesn't he, Mbappe? Okay. So I think Mbappe, for me, golden boot.
Okay, well done. I enjoyed that.
Mate, that was great.
Yeah, that was great. Well, how about this? Coming up, we're going to predict every goalkeeper's clean sheet record.
You've done great, Andy.
How about that?
Honestly.
What time? We're going till midday today? Brilliant.
Absolutely
Okay.
fine.
And to make matters even worse, I didn't think they could get worse, but they apparently are. Jason Cundy will be...
You're joking. No, we're not allowed to work together.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He can't come on. I'll go home.
Is he on the phone?
I'll go home and you and Jason do it.
Jason's got his predictions for the next European Championships.
Mate, we can't be on the radio together,
no,
apparently.
Well, you are. It's the station.
No.
It's 9:45. That's 5 minutes of your life.
Hope he
You'll
behaves.
never, ever get back.
Steve Clark's taken a bit of heat since the Morocco game, Alan, because, there was a feeling that Shankland, who is a natural finisher, maybe should have been on the pitch, never got a chance.
Well, I was going to come to that, guys, because this Brazil game, what does he do? Does he sit back, and if we get beat 1-0, it's probably enough to qualify, which is remarkable, which is brilliant. Or does he have a go and say, look, let's push them back, let's try and get at them? Now, who do you play up front? Do you play Shea Adams again? He's more mobile than Shankland. Shankland is the best finisher Scotland have got in the squad. He's a McCoy's job. You know, he can finish, make no mistake. So he'll be kicking Steve Clark saying, you got to play me. You got to play me. I'm in great form. So it's an interesting one. But whoever plays there, as I say, guys, I think John McGinn's the one who's got to try and spark off him when the ball goes forward. We've got to retain some sort of possession, or we're going to be under so much pressure. And down that left-hand side, Vinicius Jr., that's the side that really worries me for Scotland. We've got to block that off. But in saying that, look, as long as we defend better, give no stupid goals away. In fact, the goal against Morocco, that was a great finish. I'm not going to whinge and say, how can you lose a goal that early? It was a great finish. It was an offside decision. He pushed up when he shouldn't have done, and we got punished. After that, second half, we were great. I thought Christie come on and done well. And I thought the boy from Norwich done well. Kenny McLean, he come on and done well. So it's going to be an intriguing one. It's going to be, all eyes will be on the coach to see what he does and how he plays and what formation he plays.
Another one is Gannon Doak, who's very popular with the fans, but you talk about...
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
9:49, morning everyone. Should be awake, I say morning. It's the World Cup Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. Just quickly, some of your headlines this Monday morning. Declan Rice has eased injury concerns after telling talkSPORT's Faker others that it's been a bit blown out of proportion before their second World Cup match against Ghana. That, of course, will be live right here on talkSPORT tonight, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Last night, Messi became the all-time record goal scorer in the World Cup after netting his 17th and 18th goal in the competition. That was in their 2-0 win against Austria. And talkSPORT understands former Arsenal midfielder Aaron Ramsey has agreed to become the new manager at Oxford United.
Wow.
Good luck to him. Just before we finish the show reminder to not forget to join us tomorrow morning. We react to the England game against Ghana. What a lineup we have. 3 men who all know what it's like to represent their country. Andros Townsend, Jack Wilshere and Jack Butland would all be live on the talkSPORT World Cup Breakfast Show tomorrow morning.
Amazing.
How about that?
Wow.
Time now to look ahead to tonight's Sports Bar special with Burger King.
World Cup Game Day Sports Bar preview on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, so great guest tomorrow, but not so much today. We can look ahead to the special live show. We're joined by one of the hosts of the Sports Bar. Not as good as it used to be, that show. Jason Cundy joins us. Fun boy morning.
Morning, gentlemen. How are we?
We're good. We can't see. Oh, we can. Why haven't you got a Brazil shirt on? I thought you'd have a Brazil. Oh, is that tomorrow?
Well, I'm not in tomorrow, but, I couldn't find it, matey.
Why are you not in tomorrow?
Because the World Cup games.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah, on tonight, obviously, then the Sports Bar special live on YouTube.
Yeah, tell us about that, Jay. Tell us about the World Cup Sports Bar special YouTube show.
Yeah, Burger King Burger Buggies. Jesus, can't even say that. Myself, and there's a third party. It's either between Carlton Cole or Ray Parlour. And we got to choose. I'm going to go for Coley. So he got to do it up at ex-Chelsea. So I don't know quite what Jamie O'Hara's going to say. I think he's on White and Jordan a little bit later, but it's a Sports Bar special, mate, with Burger King.
Love that, Cundy. Looking forward to it, mate. I just want to say thank you, Cundy. I weren't feeling great on Friday, and, Cundy gets a lot of stick for whatever, but he's a team player, and he filled in straight away. Watch the show, mate, on YouTube. It was fantastic, Cundy, and just want to appreciate you filling in for me, mate.
That's all right, matey. I messaged you to say how you are, but, I heard you back on the breakfast, so hope you're well, bud. Hope you're well.
Yeah, you're a good man, Jason.
So did you get sorted out by Burger King?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Yeah. What'd you get from them?
Got some burgers, mate.
What else? Chips, onion rings?
It was just burgers. Just sat with the burgers, mate. There were a couple of chips.
All right.
Just all the burgers.
Do you know what I turned on actually? You had a massive Whopper alongside. I know it was Jamie O'Hara, wasn't
it? What are you thinking tonight, Cundy? What are you thinking, mate? Any changes for you or same team?
I don't think so, Gab. I'm not sure he'll dabble too much with it. Obviously, we still need to get the win to ensure that we top the group. I think he'll go strong. I don't see any changes that he would make tactically from what we saw. I know there'll be certain roles that players will be asked to do a little better. Certainly the second goal that Croatia scored, that's not acceptable. We're in a back seven. Unacceptable, mate, for us to concede in that particular position. So I'm not convinced he'll make too many changes, no.
Jay, what's going on with your barnet? When's it going to grow?
Look, it's encouraging signs, mate. Look.
What's happening?
Yeah, mate, it's encouraging signs.
Is it encouraging signs?
Yeah, it takes months. Honestly, I was telling everyone, right at a boob job, right? It takes months for
What, another boob job?
What, a boob job? Does it happen straight away, Cundy? I wouldn't...
Boob job, yeah, you see it instantly.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you have in your playing days a butt lift? Or have I made that up?
What?
A butt lift. Butt lift.
Yeah, look, mate, they're on their way. Give another 3 or 4 months, mate, and then she'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, when it's fully grown, I'm going to give you as a gift a pot of Goldstein's Golden Paste.
I still got it from the last one you gave me. I've not had a chance to use it.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, you can use it on that.
Don't worry, mate. I'll be sliding that in my hair. Don't worry.
What's the score going to be tonight? What do you see happening tonight, fun boy?
I think we win it quite comfortably, 2 or 3. I saw Ghana play against Panama, mate. They're 2 not very good sides. I mean, look, we've got to respect Semenyo, obviously. We know that.
Yes.
Got to respect him. But there's, from what I saw, they're not particularly 2 good sides. The toughest game was Croatia. We'll ease past this. I'm going to go 2 or 3 easily.
Jay, let me ask you. You watch more football, live football, than anyone else I know. You really do, right? Are you managing to keep up with every single game? Are you going through the night? Are you not?
No. Last night I was watching France when they had the
weather.
break because of the weather. Yeah. I sacked it. I thought I can't sit through this for half an hour watching Gabby Logan trying to fill time. So I sacked that one off, mate. But I'm lucky enough that in the sports bar we do get to see a lot of the 11 o'clocks and the 12 o'clock kickoffs, even when we're on that.
So can I ask? Well, I was obviously asleep when that game was halted because of the weather. In the end, it was half time for like over 2 hours.
Was it? Is that little?
Yeah, it went on for 130 minutes. So were they were just filling and no idea how long they were going to fill for?
Yeah, I know. It's not great, mate. I've been in that situation last summer when Chelsea were in the Club World Cup. Same thing happened. We were off air off air. We had to fill for an hour and a half just chatting, and that's a tough gig, mate. I tell you.
Would you do football anecdotes for the first 6 minutes?
Mate, it's hard.
Of course it is.
How did you get invited to that Club World Cup, mate? Will Villa get invited to that after winning the Europa League or not?
No, mate. It's only for the big dogs, I'm afraid. That's why Arsenal are going to win it.
Don't start, Gundy.
Jay,
you've got to win big ears, matey. That's how you get in there.
Jay, I've got to let you go. Before I do, remind everyone what you're doing tonight.
Yeah, Sports Bar special with Burger King, mate. 8:15, myself, O'Hara. There's going to be another guest, either Ray Parlour or Carlton Cole. We go right the way through all the game up until 11 o'clock. Then myself and O'Hara, 11:30, taking calls on the Sports Bar all the way through to 2 a.m.
Wow.
And the games were rammed last time, so get your calls in early, gang.
What'd you do, pre-record the last hour?
Can't do that, mate. Not till 2 o'clock. Not even till 2.
You're looking great as always, sunshine. See you later.
Cheers, boys. Love you.
Love you loads. Love you loads. Don't forget to tune in 4 p.m. today, where we will be revealing who's joining the guys on the Sports Bar special. All thanks to the wonderful people at Burger King.
World Cup Game Day Sports Bar preview on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
You know when you go to the airport for a morning flight and you can have beer whenever you want to drink. I've had a Whopper at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah.
They sell them that early?
Yeah, everything's open, isn't it? Nothing shuts in the airport. Yeah.
You can order that?
You can order it. Go straight up there.
Really?
Get your Whopper,
Not the breakfast menu?
I just had that. I was a bit hungover from the night before. It was perfect. No, it was fantastic. Brilliant. You've been great today, Gab.
So have you, my friend.
Everyone that's been listening has been great. Ollie, our producers, he's getting there. He's learning.
Ollie the caller wasn't great, though.
Anyone called Ollie. We'll have Ollie Day tomorrow, shall we?
Yeah.
Don't forget White and Jewel now live in New York if they can get into the building with some great guests. That's from 1 p.m. Next up is Paul Hawksby and Charlie Baker. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. That's my outro. I worked hard for that. If you want your own one, maybe tomorrow we'll come up with one.
Okay.
Ruin the end of the show.
Go on.
Thanks for
Satan.
Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Be safe, everyone. Be safe. Lots has been made about the fitness or lack of for Declan Rice. He came off during the win over Croatia. He's played 63 matches this season and admitted that he's been nursing a hammy for the last 6 months. England legend Stuart Pearce, who coached Rice at West Ham, discussed Rice's fitness and his role at the World Cup.
It's a great challenge for him. You know, he's a team player, always has been magnificent as a team player. You take him off, he's not going into himself and sulking, you know. He'll see the greater good and the reasoning behind it. And if he's got anything about him that I think he has, when he's had bad moments at West Ham, when he was on his ascendancy, he'll embrace them and make him a better player.
For more reaction from Stuart Pearce, you can check out the World Cup Daily Podcast. Who play? I don't have a problem if Rice is injured tomorrow. Even if he's got a little niggle, I would not play him. That's why we've got a squad, right?
Of course.
Who'd you bring in? Is it Henderson? What do you do?
You could bring Henderson, or you could just play Bellingham next to Anderson and Rodgers as a 10.
Yeah.
I'm not being, no offence to Ghana, some very good players.
I totally agree. How
watching
strong is
Ghana
that?
in their first game, they're nothing to worry about. and that's just being as respectful as I can be
Yeah.
about the Ghana side. We should not be playing anybody who's got a niggle. If it's Saka, if it's Rice, we've got the squad of
Even
players.
Kane in these
Kane
games.
Yeah, okay, Watkins, you're in. Because every other team's doing it.
Yeah.
Look at Neymar, he's gone. He's not ready. Okay, wait till you're ready. Rafinha is now out to the latter stage.